Hello, wonderful people on the internet. My name is Alan, and I am the Dungeon Master for Legends of Solari, Episode 13, Southern Jewel. If you're wondering why I look exactly the same I did last week, because this episode is pre-recorded, just for convenience sake. I'll throw it straight to Sebastian. I'll throw it straight to Thomas.
Well, hello and welcome to the Umbrella. Yes, hi. Thank you everyone for subscribing. We hit our 1,000-person goal. No, we haven't.
But that's what it will sound like.
Might. If we have enough people this week sign up, by the time this airs, we will be at hopefully 275 subscribers on YouTube is our goal. Hopefully, we have met it. Maybe. So we will see you in the chat because this is pre-recorded. Some of us will be in the chat if we can make it. Mm-hmm. That's kind of it. We have some inspiration.
Yeah, what's left on the
Two. We will be going through that. So next time, we'll be asking for more. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for giving us that. That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, so we'll just jump right into this episode. So everybody at home, sit back, relax, grab a snack, and enjoy the impending chaos. And welcome back to Legends of Solari, Episode 13, Southern Jewel. So, picking up where we last left off last time, our party had saved Robinson and Ewing Ranch from the invading orc commander and his cavalcade of unique creatures. As you guys were discussing what to do next, he decided to head into the town of Cattell, which is basically the Wild Wild West at this point. You encountered many interesting people as you, Chester here, decided to seek entertainment in the adult form. But yeah, so so Chester met
and his needs.
Mm-hmm.
Performance was low.
The performance.
My needs were met.
As long as you played with your Southern Jewel.
Well played.
Yes.
Nice.
All right, so this is the recap. Don't push it. So as Chester had his night of fun, you all went to bed after a really harsh battle where Kofax started, for the first time in a long, long time, many years later, to dream about a certain event in his life that happened a long time ago. As you guys wake up next morning, you decided you needed a means of travel to get to Southport, and you decide to pick up a small contract on eliminating 2 gigantic giants from Mark Pickles' farm. So, yeah. After a really, really hard battle between 2 giants, one with a front butt and one with a really large backpack, that both fell onto Kovacs, and Cora walking out of the battle with a new battle scar, and the first time she's fallen in battle in a long time.
Yeah.
That's where we last pick up. So, you guys got your 100 gold from Mark Pickles, and you have your cart. And you guys are still in Blackjack's right now, the tavern. So.
And if you only caught last episode, you would think that we were very good people. We saved a farm from burning down. We saved a pickle farm or a cucumber farm. We are very good people.
So, just to catch anyone up watching for the very first time on Legends of Solari, if you watched the previous 12 episodes, you would know that our group is basically, at this point, criminals in the eyes of the law in Solari. So, definitely go to YouTube and catch up if you when you have the time. So, you guys are still in Blackjack's. Mark Pickles just gave you 100 gold each. So.
And the bar is impressed, as I understand.
They are.
Yes.
They are. You guys dropped on a table 4 giant pinky toes, probably the size of watermelons. So yeah, actually, yes, the size of watermelons.
Would love to purchase that elite whiskey you have.
Did you not already buy one?
He didn't.
I did not. We didn't finish that transaction.
Well,
Now that I'm more impressive, perhaps the price will be less impressive.
make a persuasion check with advantage to Blackjack. Blackjack Daniels. With advantage.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Wow.
Blackjack just looks at you just like,
We will tell of your fantastic whiskey.
well, not very often do I see a veteran type walk into this tavern and drop down gigantic toes on my table.
You're welcome.
It is a
Yeah.
Sunday.
Ooh, what happened to your head?
Don't worry about it.
Ooh,
Tis nothing but a flesh wound.
Giant toes do not come easy.
you give me back one of these.
No!
I'm joking. So, if you had your arm lopped off, I would have gave you another one, but you didn't. He's like, oh, rub some dirt in that soldier. You'll be fine. You know what? I think this is a good parting gift for you fantastic folk. Maybe I was wrong about the light-skinned ones there. Maybe they're a little more southern tough than I expected.
Or you were right.
We're getting whiskey.
I still recommend you guys should probably get a tan. You look like a bunch of ghosts walking around. Well, anyways, you want just for you on the house, just remember you got this amazing drink from Blackjack's Tavern. My name is Blackjack Daniels, and I'm more than happy to hand off some whiskey to
I am
heroes.
quite appreciative. And
It's a very skinny glass bottle. He's like, it's full though, and he
this will be
slides it right
shared among friends at opportune times.
My head hurts.
I was like, so that explains why you're the only one who's drinking it.
It's a very thin bottle. It's like that of a. No, Sky Vodka isn't the really thin vodka bottle. It's like one of those really thin vodka bottles, like the more expensive ones.
Grey Goose.
But
Vox.
Grey Goose is a pretty thick bottle. Well, anyways, enough about alcohol bottles. Yeah, Voss. Think about it like that. But it's a very thin bottle, very ornate bottle. You can tell that this is definitely homebrewed in custom-made glass that Blackjack
Good.
makes.
Mr. Daniels, sir.
Well, just call me Blackjack. Just call me Blackjack. You do not refer to me as my last name because let's just not talk about that.
Yes. I realize you must do your own distilling and
That I do.
brewing
yes.
here.
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
We have in the past encountered things that have gone bad.
What do you mean?
Things that have fermented more than they should and have become explosive in nature. I was wondering if you would happen to have any such poor brews.
Well,
Inflammatory brew.
I don't typically do this because my specialty drink is a bit expensive, but he takes another glass bottle of the Blackjack Daniels special, and he pops the cork out of it. He's like, "Watch this." Takes out a match. Like I said, only the toughest of folk.
We'll take them
What?
all.
Oh, so that is something that you actually sell here for people to drink.
We all drank it. Well, those two.
Ah.
Him too. Yeah,
I see. Well, okay. Then thank you.
it's delicious.
Right.
Just don't tell any if some law scale folk rummage around these parts. Just keep my home distillery out of your mouths. All right. It's I don't necessarily have the proper licenses to do what I do. So
The
One
last
should
law
not
scale
need a
died,
license
so.
to distill fine whiskey.
well, anyway, y'all more than happy to stay, eat some food, get some drink. But judging from you type, you best be on your way.
To be perfectly honest, the ground 7 or 8 hours from here sounds a lot more comfortable than your room upstairs.
Well, to me, yeah. Like I said, only the toughest folk usually spend their time around the hotel. Tough folk and the people working for the Robinson Ewing Company. That's basically our population. But yeah.
A ranch town.
It is what it is. We got the finest steaks in the world.
Well, I'm full. I've had my fill of meat for the day. Perhaps we shall be on our
And
way.
cucumbers.
I do want to stop by the general store and pick up some of that. I bet they've got excellent dried meats.
What do you want to pick up at the general store?
Just dried meats and fruit, just rations.
Okay.
Would there be anywhere in this town we might pick up health potions?
Make an investigation check. I'm gonna get to you. Real quick. Where is the page?
And I
Much.
Investigation.
could also use...
11.
11. While at the general store with Sebastian, you notice something familiar. A very familiar glass vial that says, in very big, bold, bright letters, Ebenezer Super Healer.
And that
Blow
is
it
how
up.
you properly sell a healing potion. On a shelf with nobody yelling at you.
All right, what do you want to buy? Just dried meats and fruit, right?
Yeah, just rations.
Just rations? I will say, how much rations do you want?
4 days worth.
4 days worth? I would say for the sake of that, that's going to cost you 20 silver pieces.
2 gold. I will do it.
Yeah. Okay. And you do see some Ebenezer Super Healer.
Any regular
No.
healing?
Nope. They look fine. I mean, sparkling apple, sparkling orange, and sparkling lemon lime. And especially under sparkling lemon lime on the label says,
I hate this.
I think I'm getting PTSD.
Well, you know what? We are in a relatively safe space right now, are we not? Since I do ever so wonder how these potions function.
Oh, is there anything to like help disguise?
What do you mean?
Like it's something similar to like the mask or whatever?
No, there's definitely no magic
Got a
item.
disguise
None?
kit.
Oh yeah, is there like disguise kits or anything?
Not at this general store.
I
It's
can help
more
you
for
out with that.
basic life
Okay.
goods.
Okay.
Like this town has like the normal stuff you'd find in a small town: a blacksmith, a general store, a tanner, a butcher, a market.
I actually want to go to a blacksmith.
Okay.
I'll go with him.
Yeah, it's just a human male just pounding away on the anvil. He's like, "Can I help you, folk?"
How much would it cost to reinforce my armor?
Ooh, studded leather. The leather has a bit of cracks on it. It's gonna give me like 3 days. I'll probably make it look nicer. Whether or not to reinforce it, I don't know. I typically handle farming tool and ranching tools, but I could make items and armors if given the time. Yeah.
Even half 3 days.
No. I believe we're leaving in 3 hours.
Yeah, that's
If
what I
not
thought.
sooner.
Can I sell my other great axe to the blacksmith?
You can, yeah. He looks at it. He's like, "Wow, impressive, strong weapon."
Or is there any way you can reinforce it or make it better?
And not necessarily make it better. You would need dwarven steel for that, and most of that is really hard to find nowadays in Solari.
How much would you give for it?
Seen a lot of battle. A couple nicks on the blade. Honestly, veteran type do come by here, but this is a used axe. I mean, I can give you like a gold for it.
Nope, never
What if
mind.
she signs her name?
What?
Then it
would
becomes
I
a
do?
collector's item. We are the heroes of...
I did kill.
Maysfield Wheaton.
Yeah, and we killed 2 of the giants.
Thank you for remembering your hero name.
We are the heroes as Maysfield Wheaton. Fits on a business card, just perfect.
He's like, I heard stories about you. You liberated Well, I heard stories about the law scale liberating Maysfield Wheaton, but
How familiar are you with the law scales and their abilities?
pretty familiar.
Especially the young and untested.
Well, I can't speak for every law scale soldier, but my cousin serves in the southern division of the law scale, and he does a good job. Kill a couple orcs now and then, especially down in the south. But I mean, what do you expect when you deal in the south? But anyways, that's beyond the point. You know what? For you, I can do 5.
Never
gold
mind.
pieces.
Nope.
10 gold
Nope.
pieces. 12, and that's the final offer.
Nope.
You know your great axe isn't even worth that much, but okay, take it back.
I'll take it.
Yeah, okay. He tosses it back to you.
Yeah, you're hanging out at this thing.
Would
That's fine.
That's a lot of weight.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's a lot really heavy, but okay.
would you happen to have any delicate instruments that could be used to,
Delicate instruments.
say, open a lock that I have lost the key to?
I might
You
be
mean
able
a
to help with that,
lockpick?
Actually.
Yes.
Sir, you do know the purchasing of thievery tools is illegal in all of Solari, correct? And
I
you
did not.
expect-
I'm not from here. I had no idea. I
And
mean,
you expect-
I lost the key to my lock.
By the way, I can help you with that.
Well, to be honest, we're in Cattell right now. Do you see any law skill presence here?
We did on the farm.
They did.
You want to set a lot of picks? I'll run you.
More like
2 gold.
outlines.
Yes.
He hands you a set of 3 lock picks for 2 gold.
All right.
So there's 3 of them in there. Very thin metals. If you mess up your check, you're probably gonna snap the lock pick. But yeah. About that axe now. Now, I see you're carrying another one, and a very ornate, special one is that there's like a skull hanging on it, like
Oh,
and like fur
yes.
and like furs wrapped around the handle. This is the warlord berserker axe that you picked up.
Right. 7th grade goth me is very happy right now.
And that's basically been identified at this point, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily magical in the sense that it imbues magic. It's just a really, really, not ancient, but it's more of like a rare weapon for the in sake. Yeah, for the sake of this, it's not magical. Like it's not gonna cast like a fireball out of it, but
Oh, that'd be cool.
yeah, it's been identified.
Oh, okay.
It's
So,
very, very powerful.
so the reason I said no to originally, because isn't the great axe made out of dwarven steel, and I can have like
No.
dwarves? Oh,
No, you're
Never mind.
It's made out of regular steel.
Oh,
Dwarven
well.
steel items are the only things made out of dwarven steel that you guys have. Why am I in a southern accent? But it's his scimitar and his and his mace, the +1s. Those are made from dwarven steel.
I
which
did
have
not
been-
realize that.
Yeah, they're dwarven steel products. That's why they're plus.
got it. All right, talking about the axe again.
A final offer, I'll give you 20 gold for this, for your old axe. Or I'm more than happy to pay you for that really fancy one with the skull
I'll take the
attached.
20 gold. Here you go. Take it. Bye.
Oh, hold on there, Missy. How's 100 gold sound for that really fancy one with the skull and the leathers?
No, I'm only selling the crappy one.
Oh, hold on, you haven't heard my final offer yet. I'll give you a mighty fine 275 gold pieces for that one with the skull and the leathers wrapped around it and the furs. Not even 275.
Nope.
275 at any pick of any item I have in my store.
Any item.
Do you know who used to wield this?
I'm not a weapon expert per se, but just judging from this design, is definitely orcish. It's definitely killed a lot of things. That's all I care about it.
What makes you want it so bad?
Persuasion check.
Nine.
None of your business. None of your business. I just want to barter. So, how about final offer 300 gold pieces, and you get to look at anything in my shop, and feel free to take it.
Can I have a side note with my team?
I'm gonna give you 10 seconds.
Give me 11 minutes. And I will,
After 11 minutes, I'm dropping my offer down to 50 gold pieces plus anything in my store.
your axe does more damage than like this new one. It does way more damage.
Yeah, I like the new one, and plus I need a weapon.
Yeah.
Don't get rid of it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
don't
what I
get
was,
rid of
I agree.
that I was thinking. Okay, cool.
it. We appreciate the offer.
I'm only selling the old one.
Oh well, ain't much I can do about that. But I wish you guys the best of luck. Oh, that axe.
Are you taking the old one or no?
Oh, you still selling it? All right,
Yeah.
20 gold pieces.
Okay, cool.
Well,
Perhaps
let's find out more about this axe
I
of
for that
yours.
axe so badly. It's not even
I
worth
could
that.
use some
This is why I'm so
time
good at Craigslist.
in the wagon.
Well,
Well,
he really wants your other axe, but he'll take
I'd like to look around the store. What else is for sale? Anything? If we were to have done that deal, what would we be looking at on the shelf here?
Well, I can create any sort of practical weapon in your imagination. That's not hard. Most trained blacksmiths in the art of creating weapons would be able to do that. I mean, I have a whole bunch of things. I got this glaive, I got this morning star, I got a bunch of swords, bunch of bows, bunch of axes.
Anything special?
What do you mean by special?
I slip over 2 gold. Say maybe anything dwarven steel. You've already sold me lockpicks.
Well, you see, dwarven steel's a bit tricky. It's heavily regulated by them dwarven trading conglomerates all the way up north, those damn fair, light-skinned boys that don't really get much sun. Frankly, they're...
Live under the mountain. I hope not.
Yeah. Well, most people from the Icelandic areas, they're not really that dark. A couple are, but I'm speaking in a blanket statement. Now, if you really want dwarven steel, I feel like that's gonna cost you a little bit extra than 2 gold pieces.
It's just a question if you might have some in the back.
I might not. What's that to you, fancy man?
Sounds like an expensive.
You already have a dwarven steel
I
mace.
do have a dwarven steel mace.
And he has a dwarven steel scimitar. Yeah.
So we actually don't need anything dwarven steel?
Well, you can. You don't have a dwarven steel.
I don't need anything.
And your rapier is not.
I am
dwarven
made of
steel.
pure
It's a
power.
regular
Pure death.
Sometimes.
Well, if you want to know, I do got something dwarven steel in the back.
What is it? We may be
Gotta
interested.
pay a little more to tell me for me to tell you more. Excuse me.
2 more gold.
How about this? 300 gold pieces and my dwarven steel item, which is in that box in the back, for her axe.
No.
And I'll give you your old axe back.
No.
Cannot convince that.
No.
Not on the table.
All right, fine. You guys are hard bargainers, man. He takes the 4 gold pieces. He brings out the box. It is a very, very beautiful dagger. Nice curved blade that goes like this. Silver. Fresh dwarven steel dagger right here. Some of the finest you'll ever find in Solari. I shouldn't even be showing you this. Well, 2 gold for the show.
Anything more than dwarven steel?
Well, it's made of the finest steel you'll get. It's way better than any normal dagger you find out there. I would say 3 times better.
Then
2
I will-
times better. 2 times better.
If it is 2 times better than a normal dagger, I will pay 2 times the price. 4 gold.
No. This right here is a very special item. Of equal value of said axe right there.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
I mean, to be perfectly fair with you, sir, do we need a dagger?
It's just a dagger.
I have
Yeah.
my mace.
I have my hands, which I use
if
to
you
punch
have-
people in the face.
Make a persuade.
Deception.
Scrawny ass.
Hold
Or
on.
deception. Right.
Hold on. My deception check, 21.
Ooh.
He's gonna make an insight check.
Well done.
He's like, all right, I was gonna give you a good deal on this one. But throws it back, and the little kid catches it. It's like, go on, champ. All right. Guess you guys
I
aren't
failed my
interested in the
perception
dwarves.
check. Did not see the kid back there.
Guess you guys don't want dwarven steel. Fine with me.
I have dwarven steel.
Yeah, but you can have more dwarven steel.
I
Yeah,
already have
let me see that mace of yours, if you don't mind me. The one that you.
You may inspect.
Yeah, just inspect. I'm not gonna steal, y'all. It's 4 against 1. I would have no chance.
I should think not.
Not with these fists.
Oh my god.
You see this little scrawny guy with sandy blonde hair, really pale skin. He's like, no, but these fish. No. And he's holding this down. Your mace is like, this is dwarven steel. It's fine. Grade 1. So lower end dwarven steel. Same for that blade this man has around. Do you keep on your waist on your back?
Back. Sorry,
never
it's
mind.
no, it's on my waist.
Both of them are on your waist.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like, that 2 right there, just from me judging, that there be grade 1 dwarven steel. This is way better.
Would I know anything about dwarven
If
steel?
it were a mace.
I mean, it is what it
Or a
is. It's just
scimitar.
really fine. It's just really fine metals that give. Okay, for the sake of it.
No, like would I know by like looking at it, the grades as well because I worked
Yeah.
with dwarves and stuff.
Yeah, you would recognize it. It's a very fine metal. Like you
Okay.
can tell just by the way that it was refined.
So he's not lying about it.
No.
Okay,
Whatever
that's
was
what I
in
was
that
thinking,
box, it definitely wasn't painted on. It was really, really fine silver.
Okay.
Okay, I believe I've wasted enough of this man's time.
Yeah, my head hurts and I
Very
want to sleep. So
Yes.
cart.
Says you guys go about your business.
Cool. Okay, since we're outside, he showed a lot of interest in my axe, and I'm afraid he might track us down, try to steal it, or do something. Or that's just my paranoia. So
I say we get on the road and keep our eyes peeled, and I would love to take a look at that axe. Dang.
It is incredibly heavy. Now, her old previous great axe was 50% bigger than her. This one is about double her size. This is a huge axe.
that makes me so happy.
I'm not gonna try to lift.
It's like a 5-foot axe. Yeah. With a.
Oh, and I just the right what I wanted to get. Crap.
Are you gonna cast that?
Just bench press it every night.
So it is what it is. It is for, in the sense of this game, considered magical. Yes, just like the mace and the scimitar and all the magical items you guys brought, cleared Gannick of, except for his 3 best items, which you
Damn
guys
it.
didn't get. The
So
boot,
tell
the
me
boots.
what you know about this axe. How else can I use it?
So it is that the blade is forged with not dwarven steel. This is a magical aura essence of this blade that's seen many and many a battle. This axe has been through countless fights, and it's probably killed thousands. It is that of an axe that brings down fury upon those who befell its blade. Definitely orcish in design. It is, it's old. It's very old. Like most magical items, like the way magical items are created in D&D or just in Solari in general, is like if you were to give it to a powerful enough mage, they would just enchant it with a lifelong spell that keeps the magic on, which is what this item is. Also, it's that of a blood magic that goes very ancient. It is probably that of hundreds of years old, of orcish origin.
That's awesome.
Story.
So
And what
cool.
what are the mechanical effects of it?
So once per
Ya
turn,
swing
when
and ya kill.
So it's once per turn when you make a melee attack, you can choose to add an additional D8 damage on top.
Gotcha.
Once per turn.
Okay.
So it just gives you additional D8 on top of its regular D12.
So whose skull is on it?
It is that of a very ancient foe that befell this blade. Probably the first foe.
Oh, so I can't tell if it's like human or.
It
Elven
is
or whatever.
dwarven. It is
Ooh.
dwarven.
All right, I should probably
Smaller than-
hide this then when we're entering dwarven territory.
What do you guys want to do?
Would like to saddle up on the wagon
I would
and
like-
cart and
yes.
head out.
I would like to ride. I have several things that I need to focus my attention on.
I just want to rest.
I shall
Same.
take the reins.
Johnny's too many.
Yeah, so this cart is a wooden cart, a basic cart. Even worse than the cart you guys had in West Harbor, the guys left in West Harbor. Yeah. Yeah, you guys left your cart in West Harbor. These 4 horses are old. They're of the they're older mares and bucks, but they're serviceable. Some of their hair is falling off and their fur is a bit patchy. On this wagon, on this rickety wood wagon, you see a bunch of pickles drawn everywhere. And on the back it says, Mark Pickles Pickles.
It's like basically pickle emojis
Pickle
all on the
emojis.
side.
All over.
Oh God.
There's Pickle Rick.
Pickle Rick.
Pickle Rick!
And if you're a fan of angry video gamer, shit pickle, shit pickle, shit pickle, shit. Guess for the show. Anyways, AVGNs. But anyways, yeah. So just a bunch of phallic pickles and cucumbers everywhere. And they are what they are. It's supposed to be. They're pickles.
Yeah.
Okay. They're
I'll
pickles.
just make a little room in the back of the cart and then sleep.
It's enough room for maybe 2 of you to get in the back of the cart. Some of you might have to sit on the horses or walk along. So, however you guys want to go.
Guiding the horses.
You're driving?
was the plan.
Okay. So how's everyone positioned? Who's sitting in the carts?
I'm in the cart.
With
too.
4, okay. Sebastian would probably fit in the cart as well. Probably be a little uncomfortable. You can sit on one of the horses, or you can sit in the cart.
Well, I need to be in the cart. I need to.
Okay, it's a very
focus my
tight fit
attention.
with all 3 of you.
We're
I mean,
about
I'm like half a person, so.
6 hours.
Get some walking.
You want to walk? Okay, that's fine. And
Wait, I can ride on one of the other horses. What am I thinking?
All right, sure. You're guiding this cart. You guys are heading out of Cattell, heading east now. Oh, I
Bless you.
think I got what you got. Anyways, to head, you guys would head east out of Cattell to head to Southport. Southeast. So, make an animal handling check to ride.
6.
Man, these horses are old. They're moving at such a slow pace, and you're just like, and you see this hilarious sight of Chester like,
I do not know that I would be that rambunctious about it.
or whatever you do, it just doesn't work. These horses will go at the pace they're comfortable with. You're able to guide them, but they're going pretty slow.
Fair enough.
Probably as equal to your walk speed if you were to walk. Maybe slightly faster than your brisk grandma jog speed, but not faster than what you guys can run.
Well, it
than
is
nothing.
a week-long journey or half-a-week journey.
So to reach Cattell, to reach Southport from Cattell, it's going to be around 4 days of normal. So what kind of pace do you guys want to go at? A fast pace, a normal pace, or a slow pace?
Sound like these horses are at a slow pace.
They're currently at a slow pace. Maybe with enough encouragement, they can go a little faster.
I would like a medium pace.
If you could force a medium pace, it would be around 4.5 days to get to Southport. 4.5 days.
Just a regular pace.
Just a regular
Medium?
pace.
At a medium pace.
Medium, regular, yes.
Yes.
Off we are.
Yep. So I
Patsy, come on.
We do have a jar of pickles, an unopened.
You do. There is
Yeah.
a jar of unopened pickles, and a little bow tied on top is like from Mark Pickles.
So I am
Yeah.
I am just using sheets of parchment to try and copy over this spell. And
What do
it
you?
takes it takes me about 6 hours.
Who's keeping watch? Okay, make a perception check. You guys are already out of Cattell.
Come on, that one. Oh, 20.
Funny.
Nice.
As you guys leave Cattell and you leave, you guys get closer to the Robinson Ewing Ranch, and you see most of the workers in Robinson Ewing. They're just like,
Why didn't we grab one of theirs?
Perhaps we could trade.
Please.
Probably not.
and as you guys are, I mean, if you want to stop at the Robinson Ewing Ranch, you can.
We have 4.5 days to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Let's just get on with it.
as you sit on the path to keep watch, it's quiet. There's something really mysterious and not calming, but rather still about the desert, especially in the height of day, where it's really hot and really quiet. Hear the standard caw of a bird or a vulture. You look outside, you see a couple hares just running around. Nothing to catch your eye specifically.
What is
No.
the sound of silence, Sebastian?
I believe it's called
It's
Simon
going to be
Garfunkel.
probably. Probably.
Copyrighted.
And we just lost all of our monetization.
Parody.
Not what YouTube's algorithm is not.
Oh boy.
Don't hate us, YouTube.
Yeah.
If we want you to pay us.
Yes.
Nothing. How long do you keep watch for?
I can take next lunch.
I guess, well, it's still daylight, right?
It's still daylight, yeah.
I'll just do it until night falls.
Okay. And by the time night falls, you realized this place looks familiar. It's an overhanging rock. Wait a minute. You look to the side. That's the water. That's the rock beach. That's what's left of a lost scale galleon smashed against a bunch of rocks. You guys are back where you guys originally started,
Huzzah.
and it's nightfall.
Do you think they had treasure on that ship?
Well, we
Or
could
any
always
sort of coinage?
look
We can
through the
investigate.
wreckage, I guess. I do still have a
did.
ring of water walking.
You didn't want to get a
On.
faster horse, but you're willing to stop for treasure.
Yes, money.
We must rest for the night, as
That's
it
also
were.
true.
Is this about where we should be resting?
Well, it is night, and I.
It's night. Yeah,
tired
it's
and
about
hurt.
8:30, 9 o'clock by this point. I would say, I hope you guys been subtracting rations. I'll just trust you guys have been doing that for everything.
I didn't know that was a thing.
We ate cucumbers though.
I got everybody for today.
So okay, if you
thank
guys
you.
haven't been spending rations,
We have.
from Maysfield, Wheaton to West Harbor, that's 3 days worth of rations.
Oh.
You lost 3 days of that.
Wait,
Well,
that's
I'm
it?
dead.
Oh, we've been buying. No, I mean we've been buying food most places.
I haven't.
Most of the places we've been eating at, they've been providing food for us.
That's
Not at
another
Blackjack's.
Okay, so
So
I ate well.
3 days?
cucumbers,
Yeah.
and we have pickles.
Okay, fine.
3 days worth of
I ate
rations?
quite well last night.
3 days.
So subtract 3 days of rations from the
don't
travel from
know.
Maysfield to West Harbor,
Okay.
and subtract 1 from the crash site to Cattell.
Okay.
So you guys lost 4 days of rations, and you recovered that from buying the 4 days, so it's fine. Each one
I
of you.
didn't buy, but I'll
So,
leave
Oh,
it as this.
you guys have no EO. EO is not here with you
Yeah.
guys.
I had 0 days of rations on me.
I have
However,
6.
if we rest well tonight, I can prepare a couple of spells that will take care of our rations problem.
We have a cart full of pickles.
Is it full of pickles?
I thought it was one jar. of
One
pickles.
jar.
It's one jar.
Job. But
Eo knows we're heading to Southport.
Never mind.
We can always
I
send like
completely
a
forgot about our companion.
raven.
Do we know where
Telegram?
she is?
What
She went
area
off.
is
You may be able to send a message too.
Yeah, send a
Okay.
message.
I will have to rest and prepare that spell.
If it's 4 days to Southport. Just one of those days you have to prepare it and let him know where we are heading. It is very confusing. It is so confusing.
You is a wondrously
Them.
confusing person.
Yes.
Them helps. Them is the safe word.
It.
No.
That's a little.
Okay, I messed up. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Just them.
I mean, when
It's all about
when he
learning.
goes to David Bowie form, it is outstanding and amazing. I
David
feel
Bowie-
so much
Bowie.
better when he does
David
that.
Bowie
too.
form is definitely male. Definitely male.
Okay.
In the way that David Bowie is definitely.
In the labyrinth sense.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
labyrinth sense. Yes. Okay, so who's taking watch at nighttime?
I'll do it.
Okay.
You sleep.
What do you want to do?
No, you-
You're at the crash site.
I am
But I
going
don't
to
have
turn into
doctors.
aquatic form and go and see if there's.
I knew you.
I'm going to saunter on out
That's what I was
with
saying.
him.
Yeah, you're right.
Or thinking, my bad.
Okay, so you guys
Perhaps I
are.
shall jump onto the.
So you two,
Wait, hold on. Let me actually make sure.
you two are looting the ship, aren't you? Okay.
We are.
Yes.
Yeah, they are. I
Yes,
can't
it
swim.
is second level. Of course I can do it.
Okay, so you going to aquatic form with alter self, and you're using the ring of water walking.
I am.
Guess I'm not on watch yet.
Okay. Yeah, on watch and make
Oh,
a
you are.
perception
On
check.
watch.
And Kovacs to take a nap if you need to.
Not one.
Okay, yeah. So, anyways, you have plenty of
That
inspiration.
head wound really got to me.
You have plenty of inspiration, or you want to watch. You want to.
No, that's fine.
You sure you don't want me to watch?
You're asleep. It's been a rough
I
day
know.
for you.
Yeah, you have to sleep.
Yeah, pits,
Unless
front
you guys
butt,
want
and
me to use
armpit
inspiration.
injuries.
Let's see if I get more.
You
than
are
that.
covered in front butt.
Like if someone else wants me to use inspiration, I can.
Okay, guess not.
Well, I'm.
Because it's a night watch.
Just
and I
shout
can-
if you're in trouble. Chester will hear it on top of the water and hopefully
Okay.
splash
Sound
down.
kid is over water.
You know what? You're so busy just staring at your axe. It's like,
But yeah, it's so pretty.
it's like,
You do not see the 20 gnolls surround you.
Yeah, probably not.
so you guys head straight to the wreckage, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. So even with your aquatic form, it's easy enough to swim. The tide is less calm, more calm than what it used to, than what it was when you guys remember. You walk on top, and the ship. It's what's left is basically the front of it, and smashed against the rocks, and half the other ship is on the bottom of the water. I mean, it's not much left. Both of you guys make investigation checks to see if you can find anything on the bottom of the ocean. I'll say for the sake of this, since it's nighttime and in the water, disadvantage to both. So investigation with disadvantage.
Seven.
7.
You see crates and burlap sacks on the bottom of the water. Lots of them, actually. The place hasn't been disturbed. I mean, it's a couple like sea crabs on the bottom, just like hanging around the crates and bag. Nothing out of the ordinary per se.
Did we decide that when I swap rings, I must reattune every time?
You could attune up to 3 items at
Oh,
once.
so I am attuned to all 3 of my rings.
I will say
in
for
a
the sake of
weather
this,
mode.
I know the D&D rule says to you it's only 1 ring per hand, but dude, it makes sense if you have. It doesn't
Pull
matter.
off my jump and put on my water breathing or whatever that
Yeah,
is.
easy enough. Don't worry. Don't even worry about that. You
Down to the bottom to investigate some crates and burlap sacks.
Yeah.
Light, perhaps.
Actually, do I have light?
It is dark.
Well, I can see in the dark.
No, now you're underwater, which is distorted too.
I have light. I will cast light before I investigate.
there you go.
I should have did that before.
Yes.
So now we have light.
You see 2 crates, a couple burlap sacks. It's nothing out of the ordinary.
So the crates look like just normal.
Standard wooden crates. Yeah.
Break one open. Is there anything?
Make a strength check. So roll your d20, add your strength modifier. So the number under 4 total.
Perhaps we should carry this out to the.
Perhaps, yes. Let us drag this to shore. Weight will have more
It is
weight.
very heavy, even though it is underwater, so it's slightly half its weight. It will take both your strength to bring this back up.
Yeah.
It's a very slow, methodical thing, but you get the crate up.
It's just a crate. Do we even?
Let's see what is inside.
Okay. Yeah.
Something to do.
Together we get the crate to shore.
Mm-hmm. You crates the shore.
All right, we smash it into Ken.
Make strength
You have
checks.
a mace.
Oh, you want to just roll an attack then?
Perhaps.
Okay,
Wait,
roll an attack. So you want to hit it with your mace, or you want to hit it with your hand?
I guess with the mace.
Okay. Then roll an attack then. So basically d20, add your mace modifier on the attack.
10.
10? Easy enough. Your mace sinks through the top of the crate and it goes into the crate, but you smash it open.
Okay, what do I find inside?
You pull away the broken wood and you see a bunch of swords.
What are
Bad
they made
swords,
out of?
probably.
Standard steel.
Oh.
How many swords?
About 35.
Well, we've got a cart. Let's put some swords on a cart.
Not a bad plan.
Okay.
Is there anything that identify them as law scale swords?
From what you can tell, no. The hilt is gold. And the handle is gold, but outside of that, no. Yeah. No law scale logos or anything, just 35 swords.
Shall we throw 35 swords on the back of our cart
Yes, we should.
with the pickles?
There's still more crates and burlap sacks down there.
Are you guys gonna go get them all?
Perhaps not all of them. Is there a way to determine if there's anything worthwhile without dragging them to shore?
There is. If you guys do it, there is a way.
What might that be?
Moses the water, probably?
Okay. So
Breaking it open while you're in the boat.
it would
It would take a long time, though.
What would it be that we do? I have spare the dying.
Spare the dying. Don't die, crate.
I mean,
Maybe you can
it
take
would,
my axe and break
It
it
would
open?
require me to have one of your rings and attune to it.
Would you be willing to return it?
Yes.
Which ring?
Water breathing.
Doesn't your altered form have gills?
Yes, it's also concentration.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
So I am going to attune to this ring.
Okay,
for
1
an
hour. So as you guys are drying off,
Yeah. It's getting late, I'm sure.
yeah, it's very late. But you see them come back, and you're still staring at your sword, and they bring back a bunch.
Actually, do you want to do it in the morning?
That'd be easier.
Right before we leave?
We could.
Yeah, let's do that.
Fair enough.
So, I mean, I still
Hang
will
on
need to
the
attune to it.
ring for the moment.
And then we should get some rest.
Before we rest, there are a number of spells I could prepare. Do we need to send Eo a message at this point?
We should let him know we're heading to Southport and to meet us at. You know the place. Where should we stay?
Where should we? What place would I know in
You have a home
Southport?
in Southport.
Oh,
Yeah.
we will stay at my home.
Oh,
Well.
what? Okay.
I did not realize I had a home.
You have a home. Wait,
own
do
property?
You have a home? You told me that that's your current place of residence.
Possibly. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been a while since I looked at my history specs.
Yeah.
I do not have a home.
Well,
Same.
then you are all welcome to stay with me.
The Chala estate.
I don't know if it's an estate, but it is.
You can name it whatever you want it
It's
to
a nice
name it.
enough home. A little plot of land and a couple of acres.
You can have a acre.
It's,
An
You
acre.
get an
it's
acre.
right outside of town.
It is.
a little farm on it. We need a couple of acres to do that.
Okay, fine. Sure, take it.
So what's with the 35
You're not
swords?
It's swords are worth money.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
A couple of them have rusted from being in the water for so long, but they're still functional.
for a day,
It's been 2 days since
it's potent water.
Ooh,
salt water, man.
that's true.
Salt water.
So what else did you find?
Bunch of
There's more crates and some burlap sacks.
I would love to investigate that.
First thing in the morning and light, we will go back in.
Cool.
Sounds good. Let me swap out some snails. I think I will take.
You were saying something to me before?
No.
Oh, okay.
Did I get
Distracted by my axe.
Did I get 6 hours from?
Yeah, easy enough. Who's taking watch at night?
Okay, so then I now,
I took like the first 2 hours or whatever.
Yeah, so it's like by the time these guys come back with a crate, it's getting close to midnight now.
I'm going to take 10 minutes and cast an alarm around our space. A little tiny bell and a silver piece of thread around us.
Okay.
And I make sure to note the people that can go in and out. So when you go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, you do not set it off in my head.
We don't want a stream to cross the other stream.
I have no idea what that's like.
Lord.
Oh, yeah, that's a male problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You could, but that would be very interesting.
That would be some crazy twister.
PG-13, people. PG-13. Anyways, who's taking the night watch? You've had your nap. If you-
One of you. I rolled a nat 1. Apparently I'm really
Guess I'll
bad.
do the next one.
Yeah, make a perception check at night.
25.
Oh my god.
25, yeah. What you notice is a very similar sight. Look back up in the sky, just curious.
Ah.
Wings circling around you. Now, you wouldn't be able to see it in the dark necessarily that high up, but you're familiar with the sound and sight. They're not doing anything, just circling.
Guess I'm bugging Chester again.
What?
We got a returning friend.
Oh. I peer into the darkness. What do I see?
You see a large beast-like creature with a 20-foot wingspan. Just
How high is it? Can I
Relatively
like
high.
scream in Draconic to it?
you're
you
asleep.
asleep?
You are asleep.
Can someone wake me up?
Does it look like it is feathered or leathered?
Feathered.
I believe we are being stalked by a griffin.
I wouldn't be surprised. What's it doing out here, though?
That's a good question. Who is
Living,
it?
perhaps.
This area has a good amount of them,
I mean,
especially
why is
near
it?
the hills.
But it
Why
has
is it-
come back before to this spot particularly. Are we near a nest, perhaps? A roost? Does anyone know anything about griffins? I do
I
not
think
recall.
last I saw it, didn't it fly off towards the mountains?
It did. And then we encountered gnolls.
But we did not encounter gnolls.
Here's the question.
Orcs,
Oh,
gnolls.
Came upon them.
Well, fair enough.
Here's another question. Is it coming to the spot, or is it following us?
That is a good question. Is it just circling?
Yeah, just calmly circling. Maybe not. I would view it as calmly, but you might view it as a different thing. But
Well, if I'm familiar with griffins in the area.
you're not necessarily familiar with griffins in the area.
Okay.
Make an animal handling check just to see if you can.
I'm not familiar with griffins in the area.
No one's familiar with the griffin.
Should I?
Sure, if you want to try. Animal handling check.
I'll fail miserably. Like I. Oh yeah, I failed miserably. That was pretty miserable.
I shall take the next watch then and keep eyes peeled. There's nothing to do.
You're taking watch? Perception check. Oh, technically you should have made that perception check with disadvantage, but it's too late now.
19.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the winged creature leaves after a while, heads back to the mountains. But, You look out to the hills to the left of you. It's like you squint a little bit just in the dark, and you're able to make out small lights all the way in the hills. Orange, red lights, fire.
How far away do they appear?
About 1.5, 2 days travel.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but you see a good. It's like very faint. It's like almost like if I were to stand here and look towards the hills during the night and see like sort of like street lamps. It kind of looks like that. It's like, huh.
There's a living presence.
Yes.
Sentient presence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Lots of these lights, speckled all over the hills.
Well, luckily they are 2.5 days away.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I shall take the final watch.
Perception check with disadvantage because you're human.
Sure. 13 plus.
Are you gonna use the thing?
No. I had disadvantage. And I knocked one of my dice. Perception. So 13, 15, 18.
18?
Yeah.
Easy enough. I mean, you take the final watch, just looking over. It's calm. It's quiet. The wind picks up and it blows a little bit of sand. It's calm. You don't even hear crickets, even though the desert is surprisingly quiet. Now you're not in the bulk of the desert. This area is still relatively has some vegetation. The more deeper you get to Southport, before you hit Southport, is desert. So, but yeah, it's calm. It's quiet. Nothing happens.
And we wake up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
No?
No?
Yes.
DM?
Wake up. Everything's back to max.
Well,
Was
Except
that
our hit dice,
Yeah,
theoretically.
Except
gotta-
the hit dice, you get 1 back right now.
1? Okay.
still a lot.
I only used one.
Yeah.
All right. I go down to shore and I spend 10 minutes in my ritual book, and then I throw it away or put it in my bag. Actually, I just leave my bag on the shore. Will you watch this for a moment,
Absolutely.
Chesta? So I cast Detect
Okay.
Magic.
Fish.
What is the
Yeah.
range of detect magic?
Range itself, 30 feet.
Okay. And you're going to be fishing, right?
I am going to be
Just make a survival check to see if you catch any fish.
pulling off my. I was just.
Oh, yeah, just-
And then so I'm going to jump in and swim down and see if anything is magic.
There's a faint hint down there, yes.
Of whereabouts.
Buried deep under the back of the boat. I forgot what's like a port stern. I don't know for terms, but when the ship broke apart against the rocks, the top of the ship became jammed on the rocks, and the bottom part sort of like capsized over and created like this protective dome around things that not. You're looking around. There's no hole visible. It's almost like putting a cup on on top of like a table and covering it. It's what it looks like on the bottom right now. Remember, this is a warship. It's not meant to have a lot of doors and holes for people to get in and out of. It's pretty sturdy. It was made of metal before it smashed into rocks and separated.
I'm gonna swim all around it and look for any way in, and even like see if I can't move some sand away to get underneath.
It's pointless. You find no physical way in.
Trying to think if there's something we could do. I could walk out and offer advice.
I come back up and maybe just grabbing the other crate and getting out of here.
Can I do anything with Tinker?
Not for
Okay.
this.
Is a large metal dome?
It's not a metal dome. It's if you chop a ship in half and flip the back half of it and put it down on like a flat surface. That's what it looks like right now. But magically, for some reason, like when this boat split in half, it made like a perfect seal with the bottom of the floor. So now it's like having an upside down cup on a table. Yeah.
And there's no
Could also be the
Sorry, I was gonna say. So there's no other ports that you can use from like either technically the deck or to get in there.
The back half was the hole where they kept like all their prisoners and stuff. This is the most secured part of the ship, and it's.
Do I get the sense that it's the thing that blew up? The magical stone.
No, it's not a mana crystal. With detect magic, you technically supposed to know what school of magic it is.
But there's no way to get it, so
I mean,
we'll come
from
back.
what you can tell, no.
Can you fireball underwater?
Yes, I can.
Well, you can, but it's not gonna. I don't. Oh, you can try.
You can like move
I
the
could guide
ship.
bolt.
Oh, apparently you can get nunchucks as a weapon in this game.
Fair enough.
Oh, I know it's a monk. Yeah, only monks are
Or
proficient.
we could
with
have
it.
an axe.
You can pray to Thor in this game.
I mean, you can take my axe, but I can't swim.
Do I have the opposite of mending?
You can't even use the axe. You're not proficient with normal axes.
Oh
I
god.
wish we had thought. I do have the opposite of mending. I believe. I believe it's called.
I need to
breaking
look
or
for a
something
random
like that.
magic chart.
Wait.
Where's the magic chart?
I think at this point we should think about just coming back at a later date.
Here we go.
What if I
I've
used the
I
water
could
breathing
use-
and went down? And then you can like take me back up because I don't know how to swim back up, and I can use the axe on the metal.
Do you have a dispel magic spell?
Would that work?
And I do not. It might,
Okay.
but that would put us back.
Let me-
Yeah, I
let
would
me
have
just-
to wait another day because I did not.
Do we make the boat fly?
No, I meant the
Breathe.
water breathing ring. Like if I put it on, and I used it.
It's it
do
says
that.
willing creature. Is it a creature? Is
Should
it
we do
willing
that
to fly?
instead? Like we can wait an hour and I attune to the water breathing ring.
And then you try and smash your way in.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
Yeah.
You want to try that?
Yeah.
All right, let's
right.
do it. Go back up and over the
Sorry.
ring.
Okay.
One more hour.
She attunes to. This is the first magical item you've ever. Actually, no, you
No,
have.
I had the mask and I have the cloak.
magic.
You don't have the
But
mask.
that won't help us.
Isn't it magically sealed?
No.
It's just it's physically sealed.
Basically, this thing is.
Wait, I have blink.
Ordnance.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I could blink inside this thing if I could breathe underwater.
So
Then take the ring and you do it instead.
Oh, no. okay. After an hour of Cora tuning to this, she's like, "All right, I'm ready." And then he's like, "Wait a minute, I can blink." And you see Chester just grab your hands, like, "No."
Okay.
All right, it is now 9 a.m.
I don't know how to swim anyway.
How long does light last?
It's like an hour, isn't it?
Isn't
sure
it
it's
9
an hour.
a.m. though?
So you're gonna go down there?
I'll cast light on something.
Sure. Okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Just so you can see better.
On my mace.
So you're gonna cast blink. So
Cast blink.
okay, so you'll dematerialize. So you'll swim down. You'll dematerialize from that spot, and you're dematerialize back in because I don't think you move very much with blink. It's like
30 feet.
okay, yeah, and you get in there.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you blink with
All right, I'm gonna
staff?
need you to do one thing for me, Chris.
Oh, 60 feet. Wait.
You blink 10 feet.
Oh,
Blink 10
away
feet.
from you.
oh, 10 feet. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, what, who?
I want you to do something. I want you to roll a D100 for me. So grab the big the one with two numbers and the other D10. So this is gonna be the first digit. This is gonna be the second digit.
I hope I do not die.
What did you? do?
It's kind of
First digit is the double number.
50. It looks like 55.
55.
Slightly out of tilt, but close enough. Would have been
Interesting. Okay. My D100. Wow. Okay. I'll go with mine because my item's way more interesting.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Well, fine. Crap all over is fine.
It's a shovel. It's a magic shovel that always has poop on the end. For some reason, you throw it off and then there's more poop.
I want it.
So,
It could be
That's
the
how the
magic move.
We discovered it! Yes!
no, it's not the magical half.
Damn it.
Dreams crushed. So, anyways,
Yeah, you just crapped all over him.
give me one of the.
No!
Okay.
You give me another one.
No. Okay, so you go down there and he would not know what to look for because he knows detect magic. There's a bunch of things down there.
What?
He
Everything.
can breathe and he can
have
take his time
prepared
and
it.
investigate. He's got light.
I could have prepared all of it.
It was Sebastian.
Wait.
You don't know what
Can you cast blink?
Continual flame.
Okay.
Can you cast blink on
Underwater?
someone else?
Yes, it is Flame equivalent in brightness to a torch springs forth from an object. The effect looks like regular flame. Does not use oxygen. Cannot be smothered or quenched.
But you have to be like.
You have light.
I could see in the dark as well.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things in there. Sebastian know what item blinked like of magic. You down here in this hole, it's like.
Can you talk to me?
I gave him as good a description as I could.
Yeah,
of where it might be.
It was
Was it further towards the back?
It was somewhere in the middle
right in
of the hole.
So it's somewhere in the middle.
It's somewhere in the middle. Okay, make an investigation check. Because if Sebastian was doing this, it would be fine. But
Oh, wow.
Use a point of inspiration on that.
Do it.
okay.
Yeah.
Right, you got your inspiration paint.
Come on.
Oh, 5.
What, that's your total investigation?
After inspiration.
I mean, you can breathe underwater. I mean, it's just gonna take you a long time to go through everything.
Just let's go through everything at this point.
I'm here.
Yeah.
You guys are kind of worried up there. It's like, damn, he's been down there for like an hour.
I sent him
That
a
was
message.
noon.
Are you all right?
Yeah, it's fine.
I
Whatever.
am
Rummaging. through
tired
things.
of rummaging, but still at it.
You're going through like old like wet papers and like boxes of random stuff and just like old spoiled like vegetables that now that it's been underwater it's just like disintegrating in your hand. And you finally found something very interesting. It's a very ornate box that with a big familiar G on it, as you recognize from Gannick's magical goods.
Worth every point.
It is not the helm of ridiculousness.
Oh, thank God.
You guys still have that.
Yes.
Oh, I thought we got rid. Oh,
Yeah.
I
No,
sold
he's
it
there.
and then he has it now.
Yeah. It is a very, you open this box and it's a very, very flat stone. Just a stone with a rune on it. And it's incredibly flat and smooth to the touch.
Skipping stone.
Is this the magical cell phone rock thing that I've been hearing about?
What?
It flips open. You can communicate.
Right?
the cellular.
Make sure you
room.
bring the box. I think those are just as valuable as his creations.
I kind of wish I rolled a 95 or you rolled a 95. This item's really cool. But I rolled a 100 and you rolled a 55, remember?
Or 57, but
50.
yeah, either way.
Yeah, your item's really bland. I got 100. This is a really cool item. So I decided just to go with mine.
Well, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, there's a box with a glyph?
No, it's a box
Gannick's
inside.
box.
It's Gannick's box,
Okay.
and inside is a very flat stone with a rune in it.
And
Just a single stone.
A single stone. I'm
That's the most unique thing.
afraid to touch it, but whatever.
Grab the box.
Yeah.
Grab the box.
And you blink out.
Blink out.
It's noon. He spent a lot of time rummaging through there. But
It's actually not
Your
as bad as I
skin,
expected.
you definitely need that, Pappy's.
happy lotion.
How pruny are you at this point?
It's fruity. It's like that scene in. It's like that one scene from that cartoon. I can't remember, but when the parents spend 2 lines in the hot tub and they walk out like prunes, like. That's what he looks like right now.
Well, I don't know that I'd be that pruny, but...
You gotta rub your skin
It's
a
like
little
3
bit.
hours in salt water.
Yeah, dude. You're
yeah, my eyes are burning.
His eyes are bloodshot red.
Perhaps some rest on the cart.
Perhaps.
That's the sight to go.
As we,
I'm tired.
if we are going to prepare to disembark at this point and get on our way, may I see that jar of pickles? While I am sitting in the back of the cart, I am going to glyph of warding on this jar of pickles. Takes about an hour. When I cast a spell, I inscribe a glyph that harms other creatures, either upon a surface or within an object that can be closed to conceal the glyph.
Oh my god, they're violent pickles.
I have glyphed a pickle.
I love it. You
They're
weaponized
violent,
pickles.
explosive pickles.
I am a trickster. This may come in handy.
I love this.
Reminder, don't open the pickles.
Yes.
Don't eat them.
Oh, it's a
And
trap.
When
It's trapped
we meet up
pickles.
with Eo, remind him not to open the pickles, if I have forgotten, because I do this a lot.
Do you think EO eats pickles?
Eo probably... You know what? I have no idea.
I feel like there's more to that than
But
just
EO
the-
is vegan, so.
That is true.
Probably then.
Eo would
Oh.
probably eat pickles then. Tell him they were brined with meat drippings. We'll be okay.
Like bacon fat?
Or we could just tell him it's trapped and they will explode. Rather than trying to trick Io into not eating the
So,
pickles.
since I'm unfamiliar with what choose explosive runes or a spell glyph, since I'm slightly unfamiliar with that, it says see page 245.
Player's handbook.
Player's handbook. 245. Okay.
While we on our card, I will decide what glyph this is.
I'm assuming this cart's already moving.
Well, I'm not driving. I'm.
Okay, I'm just gonna get
And he
on
brings
this
up
horse.
and he brings up the rock.
I don't know how to drive a car, but I'll try.
Since I have not prepared to figure out what this
So
is.
you can
spelled.
have an explosive ruin. So basically, when triggered, the glyph erupts and magical energy and 20-foot radius sphere enters the glyph, and and the creature must make a dexterity saving throw. On a fail save, the creature takes 5d8 acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage on a failed save. Your
Oh
choice.
my
Basically,
God.
almost a fireball.
It's a trapped fireball pickle jar.
Except if
What
we're on
is
the
other spells I can attach?
You can attach a level 3 spell into this.
Oh,
It'll trigger any level 3 spell. It'll trigger when the pickle jar is open, or you can put a higher level spell into it. So like up to a
What
up to
level spell is
4
it?
or higher. You can put any level of spell into it.
even if I do not have the spell?
No, you have to have the spell.
okay.
Yeah.
What level spell is that?
The Glyph of Warding is a level 3.
You can load a fireball into it, or you can make it explosive ruin pickles, and it'll do 5d8 acid, cold damage.
That does sound pretty good.
Acid,
That
cold,
sounds
lightning,
awesome.
fire, or thunder. It's whatever you want.
I think we will, I like acidic pill.
No, actually, no. It does everything. 1 acid, 1 cold, 1 fire, white light. Oh no, or thunder. My bad. So it's your choice. I thought it's 1 for each d8, but it's not.
All right.
I like acidic pickles.
Acidic pickles. Acidic pickles.
We're just
Pickles.
We're just accentuating the vinegar this time.
Yes.
Very
So you-
strong
The magical vinegar.
So you put a glyph of warding in it, and how long does the glyph of warding last?
Forever. Until it is triggered.
We can no longer eat pickles, you realize.
I do realize
We can
this.
dispel it.
But you know,
Yeah, the
many,
ways to dispel
many
magic
other
and
things
unclip the
eat
word.
pickles.
What does?
Many other things eat pickles, including giants, as we have learned.
Yes.
Perhaps the next time we run into giants, we can simply toss them the pickles and say, on us.
So yeah,
Bye.
it's now explosive acid pickles.
All right.
Or we also
Let me, give
just
me in the back of
fail
this
to throw
card.
it.
And I will cast Identify on the stone.
Okay.
Sit with my book open. Takes
I
me
will.
10
I
minutes.
will make this a secret.
Oh my.
Wait, can I know what the I can't say it.
Artifice of the Lord would not help you with
Ah,
this.
damn it.
I don't. No, it wouldn't.
Oh, interesting.
Wait, check related to magical items.
Actually, yeah, you would then.
Okay, can I do that?
Sure. So roll a d20, add your proficiency for Arcana twice.
Never mind.
Okay.
I don't know.
You have no idea what it is.
I tried.
Yeah.
I tried to be smart.
This
Stick to the axe, my friend.
I actually say so. This is a stone that allows communication between it
I knew it.
and another just like
Cell phone stone.
I knew it.
A cell stone?
This is one
No,
half.
a
Do
sending
we know
stone.
where the other half is?
I just
We
call it the
do
cell
not,
phone stone.
but this one is going to go in my magical bag.
I think we should, that should be a side quest, a side,
So we
Of our
could send a message and say, "New stone, who dis?"
we could. You could.
Hashtag.
Strange.
But I worry.
It's only once per day, so you can't use it again until the next dawn.
That is
But
not very
doesn't
many minutes.
the other person have to have that stone as well?
That is
Yes.
a terrible
It's a two-way-
plan.
it's a two-way-
Terrible
two-way
rate
stone.
plan.
And this was on the Lost Gale ship, I assume.
I'm assuming then that it communicates with someone familiar with the law scale. My concern is that it might not be someone we wish to speak to.
Can you like star 67 this? Dial back.
You cannot star 67 ascending stone.
On top of this, you know, I do have access to this spell called Locate, which I imagine other magic users have access to, and you can locate anything you are familiar with anywhere.
And if it is just like this, but an opposite.
It
We
may be a tracking beacon at the moment.
The stone, actually, never mind. So to accentuate a little bit more of it, what you were able to see is the flat side, but you never turned the stone around when you're in the water. You turn the stone around, and it has this really creepy face on it. It's like eyes that are squinted, and a mouth and a nose, and anytime you speak into it, it's like the mouth takes your words and it makes this weird humming sound. It's like I was blowing into a conch shell.
So
There's a face on it.
So someone on the other side would hear the voice out of the stone.
So
but
the sending
not-
stone is basically you're allowed to cast sending once a day.
Oh, okay. I got you. Copy that.
We send a message. We
You're gonna
find
speak
out
through the sending
something.
stone?
No.
Yes, and if we send a message.
Yes. We are going to go on our way to Southport.
Sounds like a plan.
And for the sake of this, I will say this is where we're going to stop for this episode. So don't forget to subscribe on Twitch. It's really easy if you have an Amazon Prime account. It is free. You just need to tie both accounts together, and it helps us out all the time. Also, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. We're ever so closer to our 1,000 subscriber goal. See you guys right after the break. And welcome back to Legends of Solari. Alright, picking up where we last left off, you guys are finally back to the crash site after 2.5 days worth of lollygagging. That was creepy. Anyways.
Heroic activities. As I
So yeah, you guys picked up what is a sending stone, 1/2 of it. So, yeah.
Not the receiving stone.
It works both ways. Except
Let's
with-
not judge the stone.
Give me back your inspiration. Okay, no. That needs to be a t-shirt.
I was.
Yeah, give me
You're reading my mind today.
No, it's just me and a disappointed face. Just
Well,
give me back your t-shirt. Give me back your.
Give me back your t-shirts.
I shall
Anyways, okay.
also, I shall send a message to EO that we are on our way to Southport on the main road.
That's your specific message right there.
Meet us at my home in Southport if you do not see us before then.
Okay. Yeah. You get it. You don't get a response back at all, but you hear it.
Well, I hope
It's
he's not dead.
Yeah. Hopefully he's not dead.
Perhaps he
Let's
is.
see.
Well, knowing EO, perhaps he is engaged in business, otherwise demanding of his time and energy.
Well, if my roll depended on whether or not EO survives, let's just say I rolled a nat 1. But anyways, it's not. Don't worry.
Luckily, it does not.
Yeah, luckily it doesn't.
All right.
So, yeah, you guys are back where you guys started when you left the Orcish refugees. You see the same tree you guys rested on. You probably rested it under the same tree. So, yeah, you guys are here. 3.5 more
is,
days to Southport, going the other way.
About a half-day journey south and we rest again?
Yeah.
Is there any way we can fast forward?
Well, I definitely need
travel.
another rest now that I have done all of this.
If you could figure out how to make your horses move faster, yes.
I mean, so as we go along, I would like to just look out. It is the desert, so look out for any food sources that may be available.
Sure, and you'll keep an eye on that. Oh, back to you and your fishing. Survival, can you roll a survival check?
15.
Do you catch another magical seahorse?
I hope not. I just want some food.
Hold on.
Nope. Yeah.
Vittles.
It's strong, and you get very familiar flashbacks, but with a swift yank. Big old yellowfin tuna.
Perhaps we should sell this. Ooh.
It's gonna even be good by the time we can.
You pickle it, but you're pickled.
Don't
for
open the pickles.
You guys have sushi now.
Well, save your rations.
Yes.
Breakfast, well, lunch is on myself.
Excellent.
Do you know how to cook?
I have continual flame.
Can we?
Right, Cajun
I mean,
style.
if we do fillet this, we could.
Well, I am
Sushi,
from the
it-
south.
you can
We
eat
could
it
do
raw.
sushi. Could we dry
Wait,
it out?
sushi doesn't exist in these uses. I will say for the sake
Okay,
of
it may
this,
not be called sushi.
But it's still raw fish.
So Sebastian,
Sashimi? Yeah.
Sebastian specifically, and even Chester a little bit. You're well traveled. You hear stories about other peoples and continents that experiment with eating raw fish. The idea of eating raw fish for you is kind of creepy, because Kofex is so contained in sort of like Solari itself that you've never heard of it. Cora, you don't care.
Oh, hell no.
You eat anything.
Well, it's a
Pretty
very
much.
large tuna. They tend to
a very
weigh about
large tuna.
40 or 50 pounds. Perhaps we
Correct.
should eat some and dry the rest.
Yes.
In fact, I could set it here over this little sacred flame of mine for a few hours to
Oh my God.
aid the drying process.
I could fireball it.
Fireball a tuna.
Perhaps we go with the sacred flame.
I will laugh if the tuna survives it makes its saving throw.
Would a dead
Actually,
fish
I-
have a saving throw?
It's not dead yet. You're still
It's
hooked.
flopping.
It's flopping.
With my herbalism kit, I probably have a little bit of spices and some things to dry it out
Oh
with.
my lord.
In fact, I
Can
have
I
two
just
herbalism.
eat it now? I'm hungry.
Yes, we'll
Well,
eat
you
some
may
now.
have some of this rawness.
If only
It
we
is
had
delicious.
I'm, yeah,
Hands,
I'm good.
my.
Yeah.
You've had cooked fish before, but you've never eaten raw fish, and this is delicious. The meat
really
is
good.
a very succulent. What does yellowtail look like again? Oh yeah, it's like a very light pink with like hints of red in it. Yeah, it's very good.
Well,
And
well.
you see these guys eating raw fish, and I mean, it is what it is. They're eating raw fish.
It's sustenance.
Delicious.
It works.
Okay.
Does anyone have any spicy roots we could grate over?
Actually, this is new for you
So
guys.
if we had some pickled ginger or something.
So you rarely see Kofak's full face because he has a bit of a half mask on, and then you see him.
What do you think, Kofax?
Why do you eat like a goblin?
So that's what your face looks like.
Did not know you had a beard.
Yeah.
Well, back to the man of few words.
Yeah, let's stick with that.
But yes.
Well, yeah. Well, no, I'm not driving. I'm
Okay, who's driving?
expelling.
Okay, who's
Sending.
driving?
I can try.
Okay, make an animal handling.
Can
check.
I even reach the
Oh yeah.
You can reach the reins.
You could always ride.
Can't
them.
reach the
Animal
foot
handling.
pedals.
13?
Wow, not bad.
Cool.
I mean, you sort of like rage, them, and they're and these old horses are like moving as fast as they can, faster than what you guys were originally moving at. But these horses are, and you're like,
Whoa, we do not want our horses to die before we get to our destination. Perhaps
Then you
slow it
drive.
down a
Yeah,
bit.
they might be older
I'm
than you
sending
are.
a message
Probably.
and warning these pickles.
Then don't tell me how to drive. This is my first time driving.
you know, this is what I love about D&D.
Yeah.
Some of the best moments are like, you guys are warding pickles. You guys are drying out fish. You guys decide to launch a fireball on a ship designed to get you to your
Magical
destination.
halfling poop.
Magical This is what I love about D&D. It's this.
One day.
It's this type of interaction.
Oh my god, I can make the pro.
But a shovel. It's never-ending supply.
That's a
of
really good
fertilizer.
idea.
No, don't make that. I mean, if you want.
I mean, we could.
We could.
Who would we sell that to? The pickle farmer?
Farmers?
Anyways. Who's keeping an eye on the road?
Guess I am.
Okay, make a perception check.
20.
Yeah. You guys advance much. Yeah, you guys advance much further than you've ever had in this leg of your journey. As you
actually feel a breeze.
yes.
He is wearing a kilt.
Kofax is wearing a kilt?
No! That's why I'm surprised.
The giants fell on you.
Maybe.
So on your watch.
He's starting red.
Thank you for telling me. For those that don't know, I cannot see red or green.
Yeah.
Oh, right, you're totally.
Yeah.
So on your perception check, it's clear. These roads aren't very traveled often. I mean, the road we could tell to Southport is pretty treacherous. I mean, they are traveled. People do travel on this path. It's just not. It's not like the path from Maysville Wheaton to West Harbor, which is incredibly traveled. But you're just scanning about, and you stare off into the ocean, and you see something floating in the water. A very familiar sight.
What the heck is that?
You get a little closer. It's like, it's blue. It's round. It looks like it fits on someone's head. It's Sebastian's old bowler hat that is floating in the water.
You want to...
It's following us.
Shall I destroy it for you?
You can fireball it.
Sacred flame with a flourish. I said bright flames at this hat floating in the water.
Man, when I originally planned this part, I thought it was going to be a really cool thing. Sebastian's like, oh, I'm done. I'm going back for my hat.
No, the thing's got a tracking device on it.
Yeah.
For tracking spell.
Overboard on
If-
purpose.
Assuming it does, okay.
He may be paranoid of mages, but that is his purview.
Wait, hold on. Is Sacred Flame a saving throw, or is it a...
Saving throw.
Oh, what's the saving throw of a hat?
The hat is going to do a saving throw!
Dexterity. I do not believe that hat has any dexterity.
If it gets a nat 20, does the wind just make it fly off?
Does it?
It got a nat 20.
Nat 20.
You're confident, just forget it. The hat lights up.
Fine, I said another one. Sheesh. It must have a
Did it get a nat 20?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm cursed!
It's possessed.
It's possessed.
Let us.
It wasn't.
It's a good thing we destroyed
It was
it.
a sentient hat. It told me to do things.
It was not a hat of this.
It's possessed by the spirit of Ghost Vincent.
Perhaps you could. Do you have the ability to make him a new hat?
I can tinker.
If it's made of metal, wood, and like some sort of
Yeah, if you want a hat that like
mechanica.
that does something cool, like you want a propeller,
I actually have a helmet of ridiculousness.
you could wear that.
But doesn't it make you less charming?
It
It
does.
makes you much less.
But it gives you like
Plus
plus
one
one armor
AC.
class.
Yes, which is I'm fine.
Not as amazing as being less charming.
Yes. But, you know, Southport is quite the town, and I'm sure that there are hattiers.
Haberdashers.
There we go.
Hattiers.
Hattiers.
Had a dash.
I knew it wasn't right when I said it, but
Haberdashers.
Haberdashery.
I do recall there were quite a few.
They're
It is
quite
a
a
very large city. It is a trading port. The reason this road is so terrible is because most people travel from Southport to West Harbor by boat,
And not in the summer.
and not in the summer.
I have traveled this road before.
Have you?
3 weeks ago, are there any bodies that I have left behind that we've passed?
right.
I will.
Yeah.
So there were a couple of ambush spots on the way. 2, in fact. It did not go well for the bandits.
I would imagine you are still with us.
Just from what you can tell, no, there are none. No.
They have been cleaned up. You say, how long ago was this?
3
3
weeks.
weeks. Yeah, it's been like 3 weeks since the start of your journey. In game time.
Fair enough. No evidence whatsoever of his body?
I mean, there are many, I'm sure, birds that would eat whatever they could
Birds
find.
do not eat clothing.
They don't eat clothing.
Or
Large
metal.
birds
Or
might
The
eat
clothing does
the entire
disintegrate.
thing up and take
Fair
it
enough.
into the mountains.
Good point.
I've heard of these things in the night.
Maybe that's what our griffin friend is.
If I hadn't already told you, yes, we believe we are seeing a griffin post up above us at night. And what also I did see on my watch, 2 days past out into the desert, there's definitely a large presence of sentient someones.
Was it in the mountains or the actual desert?
Looks the hills on the way to the mountains. So towards the edge of the desert.
It'll be the edge of the desert, closer to Maysfield, Wheaton, and the Hennessus Valley. This bottom area is more of the southern arid desert.
Did you say, how far away did it seem?
Roughly 2.5 days.
Perhaps those were the orcs that ran off in that direction.
Yeah, could be. Also, might be because we did encounter this bird before we parted ways with the orcs. Whatever this flying watcher is. It could be the orcs. It could also be something else, and it could be both. The orcs, perhaps they joined someone we don't know out in the desert. We could journey 2 days into the desert for no particular reason and look for a fight. But personally, I would like to get home and take a bath.
I concur.
And you guys go about the leg of this journey relatively. Nothing really gets in your way, just from the perception check. The only thing out of the ordinary is that you saw Sebastian's head floating in the water that you decided to blow up.
What time of day is it?
It's getting close. So by the time you guys left the rock beach where you guys found the sending, so it was 12. Now it's getting closer to 7-ish. Nothing. It's getting dark, and you guys proceed to the best of your horse's abilities.
Is there any apparent shelter coming up on us?
Make an investigation check or perception, whatever's higher.
Doesn't matter. It's over 20.
Yeah, there is. So you've gone deeper, closer to Southport now, and it's gotten a lot more arid, a lot more dry. What was somewhat humid now is the air is getting a lot more like Arizona-ish. There is a this very large rock, a little bit like maybe like quarter mile into more of the sandy desert area, and it has a overhang, a large overhang.
Perhaps we should scout that rock over there for shelter for the evening.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Koufax, my friend, since you are so stealthy,
Looks like this, like an overhanging rock. If this was the sand.
would you mind
the
doing a
Lion
quick
King.
scout?
Sure.
No.
Copyright.
Got nothing
And we
better to
lost
do.
our monetization.
Should we, do we have a disguise of some sort of, oh, you know what? I could,
A disguise kit.
I believe I could cast Pass Without Trace. Does it work for
You
all of
have
us?
to
I could
travel
be
with you.
I could go with you, or you could just go stealthy on your own.
I'll go my own.
Oh, you know what? Blessing of the Trickster.
Works for me.
Metagaming DM.
I need a card for it.
Were you inspired by God?
Advantage on stealth checks for the next hour.
Any dex based, right?
Any dex base.
Any dex
Hooray.
space, so stealth, yeah.
Acrobatics.
Blessing of the Trickster. I've always said a good multi-class is a cleric rogue, and cleric specifically blessing out trickery domain with rogue. Always liked it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I can see that working. Yeah. Stealthily up I go.
Yeah, stealth check.
Both are 15, so 24.
24? God, yeah.
Nice.
Nothing. You get there and you see. To your surprise, laying under this overhang rock is a set of bones, a skeleton there.
Guess I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, investigate.
22.
22. What are you specifically looking for on this skeleton?
Just anything out of the ordinary, any items, weapons, or things that
A
kind
lot
of...
of tattered rags. He did have a travel. It had a travel bag. Nothing in it. It really has a hole in it. It's not a very good travel bag. Make a medicine check, actually, right now.
I'm gonna lucky that.
Okay.
Both were 3. 6.
It's definitely humanoid. It's definitely humanoid.
Roughly feet, legs, arms, and head.
Oh, where were you earlier?
not a
There was
snake.
no. Yeah. There's no apparent wounds on the bones. You can't really estimate how this thing died, but it's old. The bones have turned weathered yellow, and yeah.
Are there any kind of tracks nearby?
No,
Okay.
none that you can see. Well, actually, really small ones. Yeah.
Would that be a survival?
To discern what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't discern what it is.
It's a lot of
It's a 7.
small tracks, probably no bigger than 1 inch by like half an inch, like everywhere. Yeah.
Maybe there's crabs.
Crap.
Giant enemy crabs. In there.
Desert
Sorry,
crab.
you said they weren't that big. I just
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fairies are small.
I guess I'll make my way back to the group. Unless there's anything else nearby.
Cactus, tumbleweed.
Back to the group I go.
Okay.
Did you find anything of note?
There's a skeleton up there.
Anything on top of the rock?
I mean, did you check on top of the rock? Okay, on top of the rock, you actually see some etchings on the rock. Yes. You did not check on top of the rock.
But perhaps you could go all the way around the rock as well.
So yeah, there's writing on the rocks, or it's definitely a language you have zero idea of
Can
comprehending.
we all just go?
Who's
and look at
got
it
language?
now?
Doesn't a certain someone have languages?
I know
He is
4.
not with us.
Well, I could prepare
No,
tongues
4
tonight,
Common,
sleep
Gnomish,
here,
Dwarvish,
and read it in the
Draconic.
morning.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I guess everyone can just come up, see if we recognize the language.
Yeah.
Nope. What language do you speak?
Orc.
Just Orcan,
Or Common
Elvish.
Elvish.
No.
But I can't.
You only speak Common.
And Dwarvish.
Nope.
What is it?
It looks like some sort of writing, but it's a language that none of
well,
you guys can comprehend.
Intelligence check? I don't know.
Sure. Everyone roll intelligence for these etchings.
Ooh.
19.
19.
20.
What
Or
do I
history.
add to intelligence? What?
History. Oh, so you can make it.
20.
Yeah. Make a history check. My bad.
Still 19, still 20.
13.
6.
It is that of a very, very old, archaic language. Nothing that you recognize. It's like you can't comprehend what language this might be or what it means, but this rock at least these etchings, you can tell it's some sort of language, very, very old language.
Well, if
Can I use my artificier lore?
I don't think this would. I guess you could.
It says his intelligence history check related to magical items, alchemical objects, or technological devices.
Not a magical item, not a alchemical object, and not a technological whatever the third one is.
Looks like your tongues are coming down.
tongues is only spoken language
Exactly.
you hear.
Oh.
Comprehend languages is something that I am looking
Oh,
to
wait.
add to my repertoire.
Can you do the parchment and the charcoal thing so you can keep the...
That
have
is not a
someone
bad
else?
idea.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Well played.
Okay, so you do that. And
Thank you. For
I deserve
remembering-
inspiration for that, DM.
Thank you for remembering something that Sebastian should know he always does.
Sebastian, I'm just in your head at this point.
Yeah, it's easy enough to do. You charcoal over it, and the writing is that of. It kind of look like small pictures, but it's like you can't quantify what this might mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does this? I mean, we're looking for a safe space to spend the night. Is one with a dead body underneath it?
There's some,
Well, it is a very old dead
there's
body.
some tracks, though.
What kind of tracks? Can I see the
Can
tracks?
we all
see
go
the
to-
tracks?
I mean, they're very small. I mean,
Survival.
yes.
I imagine they are like
13.
16.
small lizards, perhaps.
Yeah, it's some sort of animal.
Way more than 20.
It's some sort of animal. You can definitely tell. It's not of a humanoid-like creature. It's the more you look at it, it looks more like four-legged.
Well, this is probably a decent place to rest.
Fair enough. Perhaps.
Ooh, not four-legged, eight-legged.
Oh, like a basilisk.
Or a cave fisher.
Possibly.
What are those words that you were saying?
Creatures I have heard tale about. I understand a basilisk is a very dangerous animal.
They are, and just from your recollection of this area, there could be some. They're more closer to a little more southern and a little more eastern, more deeper into where the Sanagian wastelands are, where all the canyons are and the creepy crawly caves. Actually, no, I mean, it could be if one was out here, maybe. Yeah, you guys, it's just some sort of eight-legged creature.
How big are these
Tracks
crates?
are probably like
So they're circular.
somewhat circular. Yeah, it's not like a oval egg shape.
I mean, it sounds like it's like a rat-sized creature.
But could be. We do need a place to bed.
If it's more insectoid, though, then it's going to be.
Yeah.
Well, sounds
There-
like we could take our chances here. Or
Let's get back to the road, perhaps.
Yeah. Try and make a little more headway, and then we can sleep somewhere a little less.
Footprinty.
Yeah.
we could. I'm trying to
What
think
do you
if there's anything we might do to just protect ourselves and.
Well, I could put an alarm around us, and we would be I would be notified. Should something break that alarm?
I could leave a continual flame on the top of the rock as a beacon. Was just a light for anyone who wakes up in the middle of the night and does not know what is happening.
Yes.
It's an option.
I'm fine with whatever.
Well, do we take our chances or do we go back to the road and take our chances?
What time is it right now?
It's late. It's like 8-ish, 9-ish.
I guess here it is.
I feel comfortable taking our chances.
All right.
I cast a continual flame at the top lip of the rock.
Wait, do you want to put it underneath so that it's the
Yeah, like,
people out?
I meant
Ah, yes.
Okay, yeah.
the top.
Oh, you're
sorry.
so you're,
the ceiling.
Yeah.
so you're staying under the rock. Or are you staying on
I
the rock?
think that is how you build shelter.
Okay, you're staying on
Yeah,
the
we'll
rock.
clear
okay.
out the bones.
Okay, yeah.
Unless the rock comes alive and eats us. Don't have any protection
The
against
bones are
that.
not crushed, right?
No,
Although I could
Okay.
tonight prepare.
the bones are
meld-
relatively whole.
I could prepare meld into stone.
Okay.
Don't know what I would do with that.
All right, who's taking first watch? Okay, perception check.
And
Lucky!
Second luck.
Are you?
You should use your other dice.
I should.
Natural.
It's 12.
one.
12.
Wait, 12? Yeah, 12.
It's what you've experienced the last couple days. the desert is surprisingly quiet. No griffin or no winged creature above you. A rock, a hippogriff, it could be whatever, you don't know. But just a clear night. You're just out there staring at the horizon. The stars are out, the moon is out. It's actually a very tranquil scene. How long do you watch?
2 hours.
Okay.
Oh, the next one.
Yeah, make a perception check. I was gonna tell you what disadvantage, but you rolled so low.
Well, we have the light thing, don't we?
Oh yeah, okay. Well, that would help the immediate area. I would say if you're trying to scan out even more, then the what humans would have disadvantage.
13.
Yeah. 13? More of the same, really. Nothing out of the ordinary. No sounds that you can hear.
Mm-hmm.
Shifting of sands. But you just feel like a weird itch on your leg. A scorpion crawled on it.
Dagger, stab.
On your own leg?
Wait, where is it on
It's
my leg?
on your leg. Like literally on top of your, like your thigh.
Maybe swipe at it.
Fine. Swipe.
Okay, maybe roll sleight of hand check.
14.
14. Smack the scorpion away.
Is it back?
No, it ran off.
Oh, okay.
God, I know. I'm pointing towards you. Okay.
Yeah, just like, wait, hold on.
Okay. Back to me. Okay. That's about it. Kofax.
What?
When you sleep, it's almost as if it's just on the last few days, ever since that dream or nightmare that you've had. It's almost like you dread going to sleep. It's like you just ask yourself, please, I don't need to see that again. And as you finally tucker down and let Cora take watch, you just hear a very familiar voice just speaking to you. Why'd you let him kill me? Why? Hear it over and over again in your sleep. You don't see any images. You just hear the same voices like, why didn't you come in time? Why? For most of the night.
I didn't know. I didn't know where you were. I couldn't find you.
So you would agree you failed as a husband?
I tried as best as I could.
You didn't try hard enough. And from the darkness, which is your dream, you now see a very familiar face. Same scar, same tattoo on the neck.
I tried to run towards him and grab his neck.
It's like running towards a phantom that you can just never reach. You run, you reach, you swing at the air. You never reach it. And you hear a sound, and you get stirred awake as Cora just slaps a scorpion off her lap. It's not like a full wake, it's just like you're really groggy and you're really confused, but it is what it is. How long do you watch for?
2 hours. Is he still talking in his sleep, and do I still hear
Make a
him?
perception check.
5.
It sounds like it's like murmurs. Kofax talks in his sleep sometimes. Yeah. All right. So who's one takes next watch?
I'll take next watch.
Sure. Make a perception check with disadvantage. Because you want to peer out into the distance, or you want to just focus on the immediate area. What kind of?
I mean, just kind of around. I'm just listening.
Okay, I would say for that, no disadvantage then.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you're not trying to scan out into the distance. Yeah.
No. Roll. 18.
18. the sands are starting to shift. The area where you saw the little like footprints, the sand is shifting slightly. It's kind of weird. It's like, is the sand moving? No, the wind's not blowing that hard. And you just keep looking at it, just like. It's not frenetic. It's more like a.
So are things actually happening?
It's not a mirage. I mean, you could assume it's a mirage. I don't know. It's like you're not that.
No, I wouldn't think it's a mirage. But so it's not like it's just the wind blowing sand.
No, it's definitely not the wind blowing sand. It's something.
I'm gonna grab a bone, cast light on it, and throw it out by the sand that's moving.
And you see just more and more and more scorpions just sort of like skittering about everywhere. Some of them come towards you, some of them don't, but there's a huge swarm of scorpions in this area.
I'm asleep.
We're all
So
asleep.
I'm just thinking it'll wake a lot of people up.
Does Fireball make a sound?
No, but the alarm when they cross our path, they do.
Yeah.
They're not that close. They're not that close. The only scorpion that close in the immediate area. Would that trip the alarm if it's that small of a creature, or does it has to be like?
Actually,
is it any creature?
It tells me
So
that
would that be
it
like any bugs
is-
coming in?
Because that'd be like.
a tiny or larger creature.
So this is considered a tiny creature. It would have tripped the alarm earlier,
Oh, okay.
but it's just like you would have woken up and you thought, oh, scorpion. Cora just
Gotcha.
batted it away.
Okay.
So it would have woken you. I didn't know it would work for tiny creatures
Yep.
as well. Okay, yeah. Good to know. Yeah, but there's a huge swarm of scorpion. There's a big scorpion nest really close to your place you guys made your bed for the night.
Is that how scorpions operate? Is a nest?
Typically, yes. Especially if it's a group scorpion, like eusocial insects, they would group together. And scorpions, I'm pretty sure, are eusocial insects. Some breeds, not all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, the only insects that carry their young around with them.
Yeah.
Or not insect, arachnids.
Yeah.
No, it's not right. I don't know what I'm talking
There
about.
are
They're arachnids.
There are
Sorry,
arachnids.
they're not insects. They're eusocial
I don't
arachnids.
think they're the
yeah.
only arachnids that do that. I misspoke.
No, spiders carry their babies.
No,
around.
they
That's what I'm
don't.
saying. No,
Not
some,
all of them.
Not all.
Some do.
Some
That's what I'm
do.
saying. I
Some
don't
do.
think scorpions are the only ones. I misspoke.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's
I was wrong. My bad.
No, it's all right.
It's fine. Don't worry. We're not zoologists. Okay.
But I would. I mean,
They're not.
Scorpions aren't evil. They're not bad. You
Not
know,
necessarily. I mean, you just.
Other things eat them, I'm sure, and it's.
Venom has amazing properties.
Oh yeah, did
You're
you
asleep.
make the venom thing poison thing yet? Oh, never mind.
You took a bunch of scorpions earlier.
Yes. I have an herbalism kit to make poison.
If you want to, there's about like maybe 50 to 100 scorpions in this area. There's a lot of them. They're not that big. They're like the size of.
Yeah, I'll just wait.
Desert rations.
From what I hear, they actually taste really good. I've never eaten scorpion meat before.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna keep an eye out and continue my watch.
Sure. And they just go about it. You slightly disturb their nest, and they're just checking you guys out from a distance. They're not going after you. It's like scorpions are smart creatures. They're not going. Well, they're not smart creatures, but they know when they're
Survival.
out of match.
No reason to pick a fight.
Yeah, exactly. They're not ants. Ants will pick a fight with anybody. Those savage little creatures. Sorry, my PTSD's coming back. Anyways, so you end your watch.
Yes.
All right,
I
so what would you like to
wake
take?
Chester up and
Why, hello.
Go to sleep.
I'm on watch.
You wake up and you see just a bunch of scorpions about you right now. About 10 feet away. They don't come into your immediate area. They're a little too scared to do that, but they're just everywhere. A lot of them.
What is it that scorpions are sensitive to? Light? I cast Thaumaturge and make a big bright light right over in front of them.
We're sleeping.
You are asleep, it's a light.
Yeah, but even with your eyes closed, you get like.
The light will still wake
Fine,
you up.
I
It turns
carefully
really
put a
red.
piece of cloth over everybody's head. And I cast Thaumaturge and a big bright light
Oh,
over
you
there.
feel a cloth plop on your face, plop on your face, plop on your face, as you see Chester create this beacon of light right in front of the scorpion nest, and they all start panicking now. They're just running all over the place.
No, between us and the scorpions, not on the nest.
Oh, okay.
Good lord.
So they go the opposite way. Yeah.
Just gonna tuck under my bedroll.
Yeah, it's been a pretty eventful night for you.
So,
Yeah. And you make a perception check just for the rest of the night.
14.
14. Just even through the light, because you put the light in between you. Oh my god, that's gonna be bright. Because the two-way light.
One-sided light.
That's not how light works.
how light works.
It is bright. You guys sort of have to turn your face and stare into the rock. But just you keeping a light on, it's like, you see the scorpions panic even more now, even from the light. You see a bunch of these lizard-like creatures come over this area, and they're just feasting on these scorpions.
You're welcome.
Pretty large lizards, probably the size of my DM screen. Monitor lizards, some sort of Komodo. No, Komodo dragons are too big. But they're like monitor lizard size, and they're just eating scorpions.
That's still like the size of this table.
A monitor lizard?
Length with tail?
Lengthwise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, they're pretty big. They're pretty large lizards, and they're eating scorpions in front of you.
Reptile meat is delicious.
If you want to attack
Looks like rations again.
how are you gonna kill the monitor lizard?
That is a good question.
You gonna bludgeon it with the face?
How many lizards? Is it just one?
Two.
Two?
Oh. They're not that big per se.
Not that big. Perhaps I could cook them and eat them with the same spell. Or kill them and cook them with the same spell.
Are you gonna sacred flame them?
Maybe. I'm thinking. Either that, or it's guiding bolt.
Oh my god.
That might just blow them up. All right, I cast Sacred Flame at one of the lizards.
Okay. I need to go to the back and look at the bestiary.
Well,
Barbecue
Dex save.
for
Dex
breakfast.
save for a monitor lizard. I'm pretty sure specifically a monitor lizard, is not in the back for the bestiary, but I'll find the closest thing to a monitor lizard. Wolf, weasel,
hopefully not something that is
swarm of
got
insects,
protection
swarm
from
of
fire.
rats, swarm of creepers, bats, scorpions. They have 1 hit point, of course they do. Spiders, rhinoceros, face spider, poisonous snake. Is there not anything close to lizard? Here you go. Ooh, actually they're pretty dexterous. What's your spell save DC?
Spells, where would I find that?
Flip to your spell page on top.
14.
Okay. Rolled an 18. This is a very agile lizard.
Fair enough.
It is a
I
cantrip, though. I think.
Fling Sacred Flame at it again.
That is a 2.
He is dead, I take it. Barbecue?
Yeah,
Barbecue.
roll the damage. Roll the damage for Sacred Flame. 1d8.
1d8.
Yeah.
Remember, medium, not well done.
Actually, it goes up.
If I cast it... No. When you reach 5th... Oh, shit. You're right. 2d8.
2d8s. Yeah.
Good lord. 4?
Okay.
1.
5. They have a hit point maximum of 2, so you went 5, so more than twice over. Yeah,
It's well done.
It's well done. It is crispy. It's kind of charcoaly.
I'll probably eat
But
that.
as one of them gets sacred flame, the other one just dips it, and all the scorpions are just migrating in a different area now. They're afraid. But you have a real over toasted lizard.
I'll eat
Well,
it.
I cut it open and see if there's any usable meat left.
There, some yes, it's really well done.
Well, I prefer it on the medium side, but I will take well done.
Okay, you have lizard meat now.
Very fatty and delicious.
This is a fat lizard. This is a big lizard.
Yeah, lizards tend to be very fatty. They store a lot of fats.
Excellent.
And the morning rises, and you see Chester made a little stove out of sticks. He's like, lizard meat.
Lizard for breakfast.
Cool.
Dried fish.
Yep.
Cora, do you even need hands?
Nah.
Does Cora just eat with her face? Okay. Cora just eat. I feel like Cora and Ruckus from Waterdeep.
Dude, Ruckus is amazing.
He's such an adorable character. Adorkable character.
Adorable, yeah.
Yeah. So, yep, that's basically your morning. You're about 2 more days away from Southport.
Shall we on our way?
Yes, indeed.
Did we see?
I'm not driving this time.
I'll drive, and hopefully, we find a place to water the horses and all that along the way. The animal handling check.
Yep.
While we do that,
Oh yeah, you guys need water.
17.
Yeah. I will say for the sake of this, your water skins that each of you guys have are basically bone dry.
if
by
I
now.
knew that when we sat down, I would have been prepared.
Yeah,
My
I
create or destroy water spell for today.
Okay,
So
then
I
yeah,
will have done
you're
that.
fine. Okay, he has created destroy water. You're fine.
Okay. Fills them up.
Thank you.
And then it's
Water refill.
Okay.
It's too bad there's not create or destroy whiskey.
That would be
Ooh,
delicious.
that'd be amazing.
Infinite whiskey, just.
Amazing.
So who's keeping watch on the road?
I'm driving.
Oh.
Me again.
Okay.
While we
perception
do
check.
that,
I've got the eyes of a hawk. I rolled an at one. No, I didn't.
I pull out a gold coin and cast Glyph of Warding on it.
Oh my. Okay. Do you put the same spell into it, the explosive one?
No, I bind
Okay.
Beacon of... Oh, no, that's a concentration. I probably can't bind that to it. What does it say?
You can put it's any spell, I think, for because you have to refer to the book. Hold on. Glyph of War. It's any level. It's any spell, I think.
Yeah, those pickles are clearly concentrating. Look at their wrinkled brows.
Yes.
Then I bind Beacon of Hope,
Let me just double check the rules.
if I can.
All right. So spell glyph. When you can store a prepared spell of level 3 or lower into the spell by casting as part of creating a. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it. Wait, hold on. If the spell requires concentration, it lasts until the end of its full duration.
There we go.
So if you put a concentration spell on it, it's until the end of the concentration spell
I
itself.
have a gold coin with Beacon of Hope ready to be activated.
How long does Beacon of Hope last?
Up to 1 minute.
So your
it
coin
lasts
holds
1 minute.
Beacon of Hope for 1 minute.
That is fine, but it holds that forever. No, it holds the spell forever until it is tripped. That's what it says.
Oh, okay. You're right. Yes, until it's tripped.
I decide what triggers the glyph when I cast a spell, and what triggers the glyph is me handing this coin to
Okay.
somebody else.
Yeah, the activation. That's fine. Yeah.
I rolled a 28.
God, yeah. You don't need the glasses. You don't need the glasses, man. You don't need the eyes of the eagle at all. This is cakewalk for you. You look out to the horizon, and you're seeing signs of life now in this desert. It's as you're continuing along the desert valley, the deeper you look, you see that's not a town. That's an encampment. A bit of way. It's like 1.5 miles away from you on the trail, near the trail. That's a large encampment of tents.
Can I tell? Are there symbols?
But the 28 for 7, God, it's like 2 points away from maximum possible. Yeah, sure.
Was a 19.
Plus
Okay.
9.
So yeah, you'd be able to tell. It's a very familiar sight. Golden scale balancing and dragging between them. This whole tented area. It's that. And it's not just that. You see large mechanical machines, trebuchets, ballistas. This is a law-scale battalion that is encamping in this area.
Was General Makar headed down this way? Perhaps we could have an audience with him.
Plus, our other problems are no longer among us.
Correct. I do not imagine word has traveled of our escapade with the boat. In fact, I believe that word has sunk
What
to the
boat?
bottom of the ocean and sunk to the bottom of a belly. That is no longer in existence.
It's in the bag.
It was in the bag of a hill giant.
A couple of hill giants got, they were tired of seeing those boats go by, and
They decided to
I
go
believe
first
they
one and
threw
destroy
rocks
it.
Are you
until they
guys
were
heading-
destroyed.
Are you guys heading along the path to the encampment? Which is it doesn't cover the road. It's like on either side of the road.
I mean, we are upstanding citizens.
As far as they know,
As far as they know, maybe.
Can we disguise ourselves somehow?
I could always cast either pass
Yeah,
without
how far away
trace
are they?
or
Because we have a
About a
pickle
mile
cart with
and a
no
half away.
pickles.
Just one jar of pickles.
That
do
explodes.
have one jar of pickles.
If we go to them, we might be able to resupply.
And I really hope they don't demand payment in pickles.
For their sake, I hope not as well.
Yes.
Because we will be hightailing it out of there.
We'll be in a pickle of our own.
I don't know that we will.
Give me back your inspiration.
I think they might be destroyed by that.
Tired
Destroyed
as is. Give me back.
Tired Kofax is plenty Kofax.
I would be giving you lots of inspiration.
Yeah, but your party's a little too inspired.
Yeah,
Yes.
they are.
It's a little too inspired.
Literally.
We could stop it. What would be the purpose of our visit?
We're not. We're just passing through.
Yeah.
But if they do ask about us, we say We know General McCarr.
And we are on our way to Southport to enjoy a lovely
Going
repast
to
at
your
my
home. That's right.
Anyway,
Well, I'm gonna hide in the cart anyway, because I'm afraid of
Make a
lost.
stealth check.
Not stealth. I'm just gonna like sit in there.
Make a stealth check anyways.
Nope.
To be as discreet as possible. What was it?
She is.
Not one.
You have failed on your discretion. You stand out like a sore thumb.
as she attempts to hide, she trips and falls all over and drops her axe on her own back.
Oh, should I like hide the axe or something?
Now you're good.
Me.
Should you?
Can you put the
Is it
axe in
made
your
of
bag,
dwarven
please?
steel?
Sure.
Can you carry
I
it?
Can you
will.
fit the axe in your steel?
Remember, it's not illegal. It's
I
just
mean,
frowned
the axe
upon.
in your steel. Can you fit the axe in your bag?
It
Oh,
Does
is
it fit?
very. It is very.
You have a lot of
Fine.
things in there now.
As long as you're not trading. Yes.
Not actually a lot.
Sorry, what?
Okay.
If it's your axe
was the
is
last
not
thing I
made
put
of
in there?
dwarven steel, you are
Sending
okay.
stone.
Mine
Yes, it
is,
is.
or my sword. But
As long as we are not trading in it, I believe we can have dwarven steel.
In the
Already
box.
have
My
it.
axe doesn't have dwarven
Mhm.
steel.
I mean, they don't
No.
know how you procured it necessarily.
It's
but-
not illegal to own, just illegal to trade.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, we continue on.
Okay.
Okay, I'm hiding my axe anyway with you.
In the
Just
bag.
be safe, yeah.
Sure.
Let us pass through the checkpoint. See what happens.
All right.
Well, it's not really a checkpoint.
It's not. It's okay. And the closer you get, they do look towards you, but they really don't. They don't pay you much attention. As you tell, most of them are just training, getting ready, shooting arrows at targets to practice, and the targets are painted like orcs. As
Perhaps asking,
Can just fireball the
What
entire
their plans
encampment.
are?
are they going to?
fireballs do not work out for us.
Are they going to assault Southport?
No. I mean, maybe you don't know.
I guess
But as you go through the,
ask.
as you get to the center of this encampment, you get a figure walks into the center of the road itself, and you recognize this set of armor. It's a person of much higher standing. This is a person of a general status. He's like, halt, halt. Just a quick inspection. So, where you guys headed by any chance? You heading south?
We're heading
My
to
home in Southport.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, you're about another day's off. What business do you have in Southport?
Well, I live there, and we are going
Returning home?
to enjoy my home.
Okay. All right. That's not much of a problem here.
Might I ask what you fine gentlemen and soldiers are doing?
This is one of our training camps. We're getting ready to raid the Orcish homelands soon. Most of the army has been relocated to this area in the south. So the raid, when it comes to that, it will happen.
Is there anything that we should be worried about or prepared for?
Stay out of our way. Avoid orcs.
You are not
Stay
traveling
safe.
to Southport?
No, that should be fine. It's just they set up one of the training barracks here. So.
Might I ask where the fighting might occur if it were to occur? So we might avoid it.
The orcs are located in the Sanguine wastelands. We would go straight to their homeland. So yeah.
Well, all right.
I mean, it's possible they might invade us, but that's a suicide mission for them. But anyways, yeah.
Well, thank you for the information. What is your when might this your timeline? When might this happen?
Make a persuasion check. You're asking for classified information.
I did not get it.
Nope.
10.
Nope. No. He's like, you're asking a bit much there. It's best you guys go about your way. All right.
Well, all right.
All right. Travel safe. Okay.
Have a good day, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And wait, we can at least get some supplies to help out on the way over.
You guys want to barter, trade?
I believe I have enough dried fish and lizard.
We don't
to
care
last me
about
a
that. We got
while.
plenty of supply. Thanks to your good taxpayer dollars, we are well fed.
Yes, my taxpayer dollars.
I mean, your taxpayer gold.
My taxpayer gold. Yes, about that. Thank you.
Yep. Best be on your way. All right. You guys keep your noses clean.
Yep.
All right. Good.
Always.
Don't suppose any of you enjoy pickles from time to time?
Let's move on. Moving on.
Pickles.
Just a question. Passing fancy.
Weird lot. All right. Best have a good day to you. They're gonna make a quick perception check. Ooh. Okay. Where did you guys keep the crate of swords?
I thought we unloaded the swords into a crate of swords.
Creative swords.
We put
on the
35
wagon.
swords
The whole crate
on
in,
the
or we just put the 35 swords in here?
It was just the 35 swords because you broke the
Without-
crate.
Well, you broke the top of the crate. It's still a functional crate.
Did
it
you
just
put the
has
crate
lid.
in? I thought you just put the
figured we
swords.
put the swords on the bottom and sat on top of them with blankets. or
Sat
something.
on swords.
No, you.
Yeah, they were dumped out.
Cot. We dumped the.
Do you guys have the
swords
crate
floor.
on the? Do you guys have the crate on the?
No, that's too much space in a small pickle cot.
Okay.
Why would I put a
Okay.
broken crate in my?
Okay. Okay. There's no crate on your pickle cart,
Yeah,
but he's
swords
like,
on the floor covered in blankets.
where'd you get the blankets?
Bedrolls.
I have
Bedrolls.
I have a winter blanket and a bedroll.
I have two. I have a bedroll.
I will say, for the sake of this, since it's coming up now, I kind of want you to roll stealth for the swords, just to see how well you hide
Well, in
the
that
swords.
case, he
21.
has his.
Okay, sure, yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah. It's like, why are you guys? Okay, and this commander's like, man, you guys are sitting on some stiff bedrolls.
Yeah.
It's good for the back.
Not where I'm from. I'm used to nice feathered beds and a really comfy pillow. Anyways, best you guys go about your business, okay?
We'll be on our way.
Okay. Have a good day. Wait, I probably should have asked them about if they're harboring illegal substance. Yeah, whatever. They're fine.
The answer is no.
Are you a mind reader?
The answer is no.
Yeah. So you guys get past the camp, and it gets to nightfall yet again. I'll say, for the sake of this, don't even roll perception. You're getting closer to the city now. You're passing by like small settlements and farms, and not villages per se, but just small houses dotting the area. They don't pay you any attention. They just go about their own personal business.
Camp on the cart.
Yep, camp on
Sleep.
the cart. Sleep.
Sure.
Easy sleep. For most of you.
I, for one, will be camping on the ground, not on the swords.
Yeah.
I'm small enough to fit.
Yeah, you're sleeping on swords wrapped in blankets.
All right.
Pretty comfortable sleep.
Is it morning yet?
No.
Oh.
You hear... It's weird. It's like you haven't had these dreams in a long, long time, but for some reason they're just starting to come back again. It's the same voice asking you just over and over, like, why? Why couldn't you do anything? Why didn't you do anything?
I wasn't good enough. I wasn't strong enough.
You hear the same voice, see the same laughing face. The voice of your wife and the same male laughing face, yeah. It goes black. It flashes back to the inside of your store. It's a busy day in Eastboro. Many of the miners, the smiths, go about their normal days just purchasing stuff. Your Farah is there, tending to some kids buying candy. This is any other day in your store, but you get this feeling of not only sorrow, but it's like longing. It's like something you've been looking for a very long time, and you just really wish you can go back to these days again. And that's the last image you see before you wake back up. And you're all awake.
Morning. Anyone sleep well?
Surprisingly, yes.
Swords are comfy.
You?
For a gnome barbarian, I would not know. I guess you are your own.
I used to
Cool.
sleep on a rock.
Fair enough. Kovacs, how was your night?
I slept fine.
Make an insight check. Chester. Make an insight check.
Can I do one too?
Ooh. 20.
He did not have a good night's sleep. His eyes twitching. His
What bothers you, my friend?
Just nightmares.
Anything you wish to share with us? Perhaps sharing with others could help alleviate your pain.
Maybe another day. Today's not that day, though.
Perhaps.
Maybe on the balcony or on the porch or patio of your estate.
That might be a better place for it. Well rested and well fed.
Away from the dangers of the world.
cities are dangerous as well.
Well, perhaps we shall proceed to Southport then.
Okay.
And the travel goes by smoothly. Don't worry about checks.
Good.
I'm
Good.
too tired. I'm too tired. I'm joking. No, yeah, don't worry about the checks. Most of this travel is relatively easy. You're not going through barren desert. You don't have to worry about bandits or lost scale encampments and sleeping on swords, apparently. But a sword, you guys put the cart on the... Okay, whatever.
It was either that or I was going to strap them underneath to the axles.
Was going to and said you did.
Exactly, two
Same.
different things in D&D.
Well, there
When you
go.
do go back and watch,
Yeah, when I do go back, I rewatch every episode. So.
Go for it. We definitely.
It doesn't
did not
matter.
say
Don't worry
anything
about it.
bringing
Don't
out
worry
a
about
crate.
It's, your stealth for
I
your
did
stealth for the sword's stealth was higher than the perception of the general. So, it's, so yeah. As you guys are going through the rest of the desert, surprisingly, it's getting much more hilly. It's strange. It's like, well, outside of sand dunes, there shouldn't really be hills in the desert. It's basically just a really dry valley. As you approach this much higher incline, and your horses are so tired. They're wheezing and just buffled, and they're working ever so hard to get up this last bit.
Maybe we should feed them.
Yeah.
You have not fed your horses. I mean, they would have scrounged up whatever they can. Horses, they're not stupid, okay? They would find whatever they can eat.
Yeah.
But it's a desert.
Fair enough.
we got lizard meat and tuna.
I don't think
I don't
horses
think they eat
meat.
that.
As you guys get to the very
Dried
incline,
seaweed.
They have rations.
as you guys get to the very top incline of this hill, the wagon just stops as every single one of your horses, they just all pass out. Collapse. Dead.
Perhaps if I had rolled better animal handling.
This is why we need you.
Yeah, your horses are, all 4 horses are dead.
Dead
They're
or
dead?
exhausted.
No, they're on death's door. I mean, water maybe, but they haven't eaten. They've been walking through desert for 4 days. You haven't fed your horses. You haven't been telling me you fed the horses. They would have naturally tried to look for food because animals would do that. But it is.
I feel
there's
like
no
the horses
grain.
would have made some sort of commotion and requested us to feed them in a way.
These are
horses
old
do.
horses. They're like, it's like, ever seen an old dog die? It's like the saddest thing on the planet. They just don't. They don't even fight it.
Damn.
Well, I guess it was their time. Perhaps we shall cut up some horse meat.
Man, okay.
Horse jerky.
There you go. And a dead animal is
Trey, you know.
not to be wasted.
For anybody at home that likes that movie, I am so
I
sorry.
mean, I could cast Spare the Dying, but I don't know that it would do
you
much.
could create food and water for them too.
Had I prepared it for today.
You know what? For the sake of this, as
I did prepare it yesterday and use it. Would that not include horse food? Well, then I guess it did not include horse food.
I mean, you guys didn't specifically tell me to take care of, that you guys were taking care of the horses. So I'm like, okay.
It was implied.
No.
No, it wasn't.
No, it
We
wasn't.
straight up forgot to feed the
Yeah.
You guys,
horses.
you guys forgot about your wagon in West Harbor too. You guys don't have a good record.
To be
for it.
fair,
We're bad
weren't
with
we
animals.
kind of abducted from there?
We were
Yeah.
smuggled
Yeah.
out of West Harbor. There was no opportunity to grab our wagon.
So as you guys reach the pinnacle of this final bit of incline, and as your horses pass out from death and exhausted, you look before you right there. beautiful, beautiful light blue ocean water, palm trees, the bustles of what is a large city, tents, buildings made of flat white stone all over, sort of like Pueblo style areas. Like, you are in Southport now, the southern jewel of Solari. And that is where we're going to end this episode. It is a little shorter than our live shows, but yeah, we are exhausted. But anyways,
Speak for yourself.
yeah. So we appreciate all the support you guys have been giving us. We can't do this without you, like I say. So subscribe on Twitch, it's free. Subscribe on YouTube, it's definitely free. So yeah, we're getting ever so closer to our goals. So yeah, you guys are awesome. Any parting words from people?
Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you. There's a podcast.
Yeah.
I love you.
Oh, and don't forget to watch Dragon Deep Treasure Heist on Tuesday.
Wait, what? Water Deep Dragon Heist.
Water Deep Dragon Heist. I'm
So close.
Treasure Deep Water.
That's the next one.
Yes, I'm tired. And remember to feed your horses, people.
Yes, perhaps.
Yeah,
this
you
time
should do
around.
that.
Okay.
Feed your animals.
So
All right.
later, guys. You guys are awesome. Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Exactly.